You've been caught making your life other people's problems. And you know what? I will come out on record and say this, that honestly, I know exactly what you're going through, okay? I've been through what you're going through. We have talked about it in private. We've literally talked about it in private, and somehow you're painting out the narrative that I'm just naive. And I think it's really, really sad that instead of taking the advice of your friends, who we all know have supported you through thick and thin, you're like, oh, the arrest is false. And yeah, you aren't a pedophile. I've had to come out on record almost so many times now and say you're not a pedophile.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's peep into the Parlo drama. The Parlo internet adjacent
for probably
drama orgy, the Cinderella curse, as Toastify is calling it. If you're not familiar, Parlo announced that he was making a pyrocynical video. I think for eagle-eyed viewers will remember that Parlo and Dumpy had a feud years ago from the RFC community. Like, they would be aware of that. But I know Parlo after the pyrocynical stuff that he was announcing, and the video was... I don't think anyone watched it. By the time the video would release, he would have allegations against him. His friendships all exploded. His channel was banned. Police went to his house. People who exposed him also got exposed. Like, careers were destroyed. An entire community was ruptured. Rupture is probably not a very good word. And now Parlo isn't really even a YouTuber anymore. They're just like a poor, pathetic loser. So I guess the moral of the story is, be careful if you're working on a pyro video, because the internet is fucking... Dude, you're in trouble. There's like a Sonichu medallion for that topic. Toastify is a content creator that we've covered a lot recently. Most recent, I think, was the Mario Kart streamer turned alt-right activist video right here. That was a pretty good video. How Lewis McClung lost it all is another solid one. Mr. T Lexify we checked out as well. I don't know, did we watch the Trolls this one? And the Fallen Chungus video we saw a little bit of, I think. Maybe, actually, that might have been off-stream. Dear YouTubers, you are not the police. Parlo, Brion, Dogpack, and Ouija Pie. Parlo is one of the people mentioned there, so that's what we're looking at here. So anyways, the Cinderella story is being told, and this one is not from Disney.
Cinderella.
Who is Parlo? I assume that we'll get all that additional information in here. Basically a Roblox YouTuber, to be clear. Also, use code DeOrio in the Fortnite item shop. That's the wrong button. The Fortnite item shop. The Fortnite item
Bought
shop.
From some website for probably too much. This has been described as many things. Big, sparkly, purple. But this is a modern-day doomsday charm, a harbinger of chaos. In the last 4 months, this toy has brought on the end of not only the careers of 2 YouTubers, but also the death of an entire business. So I tell you again.
Dude, you gotta watch your shit. Dude, there are snipers out there. There are optic snipers. If you ever... Dude, yeah, optic snipers, bro. You got the actual optic sniping clan.
Again, traveler, tread carefully, lest ye enter Cinderella's palace.
Oh god. Cinderella's palace. I don't like that one. I don't like that at all. Not the toy. Oh god, you're gonna learn about a nice... Is it pink or purple? I forgot what color the dildo was.
Alright, let's meet the players. The 3 main figures of this entire debacle are internet adjacent, Parlo, and Avalon/Zillow.
I don't even remember who Avalon Zillow was. Is that like the third party who attended? Parlo, that is their icon. They do look like that.
Out of all these people, Parlo is probably the guy you've heard of. He was the big man on campus, owner of a channel of over 600,000 subscribers, your one-stop shop for daily Roblox drama. Stubborn to a T and persistent through humiliation. As a result, his lack of knowing when to stop has made him the target of some very insane trolls. Coming into this situation, Parlo was already going through what I can only describe as some sort of biblical plague.
Biblical plague is insane, but it's also accurate. It is a very accurate thing.
He'd set aside months of his life to make an expose on Pyrocynical. Even if you told him the expose was too long for people to actually care, Parlo stuck by his guns as usual, and started fighting with literally every person who disagreed. But
thus delaying the video, thus delaying the response. And also releasing it as a Google document instead of a video component, so nobody actually read it.
Soon he had guns in his face, mostly after messaging a 17-year-old on Discord trying to get some ass in a hotel in Liverpool. But without checking what this person looks like, or even what they sound like, Parlo stumbled his way into messaging a 12-year-old in disguise.
Wait, what? Okay, I didn't know about that.
That caused cops at his door, a disown from his parents, and vigilantes striking at the heart of his channel.
Dude, this guy, hey, I'm making a pyro video, and his entire life just immediately ended.
That brings us to Internet Adjacent. No, not Internet Anarchist, that's a different guy. Also known as Wolfgang, a 21-year-old furry. Also proficient in the art of commentary slop, having built his own career on daily commentary videos. Also a man who's covered Parasynical and Parlo's document. Is that how they met?
It's the plague, dude. The plague is just getting everybody.
Probably not, because despite covering his work, Parlo and Internet Adjacent have been getting hot and heavy in each other's DMs for a while. Is that compromising Internet Adjacent's neutrality and fair coverage of a topic if he's trying to the guy who is positively covering online? Of course, but that's the breach of journalistic ethics you need when you're aiming for the 20k subscriber mark. Not a remarkable guy before this, but he does have a past in the furry community. More on that later. Finally, we have Zilla.
Bro, motherfucker Toastify has done the research here. We have all the additional details we need.
Who will be calling Avalon for most of this video. Despite being younger than both of them, Avalon works as the channel manager for Parlo, Internet Adjacent, and a couple others.
Honestly, I think we're gonna pinball. I don't know if I want to play Fortnite tonight. Let me hop back on Pinball FX.
You'd be asking yourself, channel manager?
Nicholas the
Parlo
Goat,
is the British version. I keep forgetting Parlo's British, dude. Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye. Shut up.
What does bro even do? Well, it's about taking care of demonetization, copyright strikes. He even says he optimizes SEO and thumbnails. Gotta say, I don't know how an 18-year-old whose only prior experience on YouTube is posting boy kisser memes has the golden eye for SEO.
Dude, are you a femboy? Is the title, by the way, if you don't see it. Dude, are you a femboy? It's like, who's the guy who, Innuendo Studios for femboy furry content.
To start this off, we will attempt to piece together the timeline from both Parlo and Wolfgang's Google documents.
Okay, dude, so this is just impossible.
Don't worry, we will get to how they posted them, but for something like this, with both parties giving endless responses, we really need a reliable timeline. From October 11th to October 15th, 2025, Parlo was planning to meet with Internet Adjacent in an Airbnb in North London. We don't need to get into the preceding pillow talk and how we got into the situation, we just need to establish that Parlo and Internet Adjacent were very fond of each other and wanted to be more intimate. So Internet Adjacent paid for the Airbnb and Parlo paid for the plane ticket. Wolfgang lands in London and takes the tube to Willesden. Have you all made it? At Internet Adjacent. I'm going to make you blow as quick as humanly possible.
Holy shit, dude. That's a crazy fucking jump, bro. Dude, the fucking Prowler theme in the background is diabolical. What the? Hey, have you made it, dude? I am going to make you blow.
It at Internet Adjacent. I'm going to make you blow as quick as humanly possible.
Dude. Guys, he was pressured into this.
You have no idea. Okay, YouTube, he's talking about blowing on his food because it's hot. Okay? Please? Well, actually, that's not true. Do you want to do it shortly after I get there or right when I arrive? I'm hungry and I need to eat. Now, contrary to...
What the fuck is this, bro? What is happening? What is this fucking drama?
Common sense, Parlo.
We covered this the first time, and I don't want to know anything else about this. I literally, dude, this is against my will. You guys are forcing me to watch this because there's absolutely no incentive to. There's nobody who's even gonna watch this content. This VOD is dead on arrival.
Was not referring to gobbling on Internet Adjacent.
It's my job, dude. Fuck this, bro.
Hog. Well, he might be doing a double entendre, but also he hadn't eaten in 32 hours, so he could be, all clean and ready. But when
he stopped eating, so it's... Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. He doesn't want to risk having to poo.
The genuine article came to his doorstep, it wasn't quite what Parlo envisioned. He suddenly wasn't down for it for whatever reason. Later inquiries revealed this reason was because Wolfgang wasn't as pretty as the Discord picture showed.
Bro, he was like, I'm ready to eat ass right now, and then he got catfished immediately. This is crazy. Actually, no, it wouldn't be the other way around. He's ready to get his ass ate, bro. Dude, what is happening?
Welcome to Zoomer dating. Despite apparently not wanting to get down to town with...
Dude, your Discord e-kitten doesn't look like your PFP, dude.
Wolfgang, Parlo said he felt obliged to fulfill expectations, and well, you know, they got started. Sometime later, Wolfgang offered to go the full mile again, getting out some protection. According to who you believe, Parlo said yes, then said he was too tired, or Wolfgang got it out to pressure Parlo, and he declined. Either way, Wolfgang made the genius move to...
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You have entered the shitter drama content hell. Repent max 615 type forgiven fire in chat.
I'm forgiven. There is no shitter drama.
Instead, leave the protection on the shelf. And by this, he does not mean that he left the pack on the shelf and put the now opened one in the bin. No. The opened one stayed on the shelf for the entire trip.
Ugh.
The most that happened is that Parlo had a ballroom dance with Wolfgang's purple sparkly Cinderella.
Bro, this guy literally came out and he's like, yo, you want to unpack your clothes? He's like, here's the Cinderella.
I just saw
slams it on the table. You're gonna shove this right up your ass.
I appreciated the shout out.
You're gonna
brought all the way from America. Along with the rapper,
he literally fucking brought an American dildo. That's crazy.
Cinderella stayed up on the shelf. Parlo also says during this first interaction was a rogue finger. I can't do this, man. And Parlo says he did not want this rogue finger. Wolfgang denies this and said that Parlo did give affirmative verbal consent. And that was the end of that. Instead of getting filled up in the Airbnb, Parlo got filled up at the KFC, or wherever they were.
Bro. How much of this video is just gonna be talking about the sexcapades that we already know about? I'm looking forward to new information, but it is actually painful to relive this part.
Went 5 guys, I don't know. The next day, Parlo, Wolfgang, and Avalon headed out to London. Wolfgang Bueller's day out was pretty eventful, going to the centre of London, play fighting a 17-year-old friend in Hyde Park, and
we covered that too, the fucking fighting the kid thing.
Throwing up on himself. There was also a moment later where Internet Adjacent took a picture of them kissing in bed without Parlo knowing, and then sent it round to friends. Also,
oh my god, bro!
Without Parlo knowing. The next day, October 13th, is where things truly begin to fall apart. During some time in the evening, Parlo and Avalon were chilling in a living.
Bro, imagine if you fucking invited over your Discord kitten. They showed up, they looked nothing like their profile picture. They slapped a gigantic pink dildo on the table. You guys went out for a meal. He fist fought a 17-year-old in the park and then threw up everywhere and smelled like shit the entire time. Could you imagine? Like, that would be... Dude.
Living room. Wolfgang wanted to join them, but had to keep going back and forth between his bedroom and the living room. He had to charge his phone.
They FaceTimed, though. I'm just saying, that's the story up to this point, yeah.
And the outlet in the main room wasn't working. Or at least that...
It's purple. I'm sorry. It's not pink. It's purple.
That's his story. According to Parlo, he kept going back and forth to try and coerce or seduce him into his room every time. For a while, Parlo was doing the Chad move of just playing Minecraft and writing his parasynical document. But eventually, Parlo...
Yeah, that didn't last very long. Now is the 7,000-page Google document on how the Cinderella didn't actually fit.
Did go into Wolfgang's room, and, well, you know, they had fun. Internet Adjacent says they'd agreed on it before and it happened naturally. Parlo says he was pressured into this. This leads to the last major incident during this whole thing, which only happened an hour after the previous one. The three planned on meeting a friend in London to go clubbing, but obviously they all needed to go for a shower. Parlo says he went for that-
Yeah, did Internet Adjacent shower? Or is this the one where he, like, walked in the shower, or, like, was in the shower when they were in there?
Shower, only to have Wolfgang come into the bathroom mid-shower, get into the shower, and offer to rub soap on his back. Parlo was...
Dude, the soapy shoulder allegation, I remember that one.
Seemingly huddled away from him, and reluctantly agreed to rub soap on Wolfgang's back. Wolfgang denies all this and says they just both hopped in the shower to save time.
TLS. No bully.
Thank you very much, fake name.
And Parlo didn't do his back. Keep in mind that when Wolfgang first touched down in London, one of the first things he wanted was to do it in the shower. So this response is a little muted for my liking. According to Internet Adjacent, by the time they came out, Avalon had already gone to the train station. He might have gotten jealous of them and stormed out, I'm really not sure. Parlo then started to cry.
Bro, imagine if, like, hearing about this, the concept of somebody being jealous about it.
And told Wolfgang off. He went looking for Avalon whilst Wolfgang fell asleep. During this, we know that Avalon and Parlo...
Hey, you guys hit the goal!
Luckily, Ian will never suffer shower allegations.
Dude, he's gonna be in the shower. Dude, listen, alright? Never doubt the resilience of iDubbbz to get cucked in new and interesting situations, alright? He could be in the shower with them, alright?
Parlo had a conversation. We don't know what happened in this conversation, but we know that when Wolfgang woke up, Parlo was secretly recording him and admitted he didn't feel very good about their encounters.
When we did stuff, I felt rather pressured to do it.
You know, I feel like that's a statement that you have to confidently deliver. That, like, you can't be like, I felt, rather, weird. Like, you have to kind of deliver your feelings.
I just felt kind of pressured to do stuff for you because I didn't want to make you feel upset if I didn't do anything.
You can tell me no when it comes to that stuff. You don't have to...
I know, but I felt afraid.
Also, this, like, being a leaked recording is really weird as well. Like, that's a very weird thing that's happening here.
That if saying no would just you off because I spent about 1,000 on that ticket. But regarding the shower stuff, I was like saying I do you want to have a shower first before after me?
I'm sorry.
And then regarding like stuff, you like ripped. You were like, oh, do you want to?
Like, this whole thing probably should have been solved between them, and it just didn't happen. And then it became a public thing, and everyone just got like wildly embarrassed, and it ended up in my fucking stream.
Now it's gonna do no.
Yeah, and then you said sure, and I took, and then you're like no. I'm like okay, I put it back.
Why would I say that?
That's what you said.
I feel like it was rushed a little too much. You feel me? I just feel like sometimes, and I don't think you intend for it, but sometimes you just push in. It puts a lot of stress on me.
I'm sorry.
As soon as Avalon and Parlo got their things and left, both parties geared up for war.
Oh, there was also the GoFundMe. I assume Toastify is going to touch on this. But, like, while he was flying out, internet... Oh my god, I almost said anarchist. Internet adjacent. There was also, like, GoFundMe shit happening, right?
I can guarantee that as soon as Parlo walked out that door, the phone hit his hand like Mjolnir with Google Docs already open. Both Wolfgang and Parlo began talking to close friends and also commentary YouTubers, not even commentary YouTubers they knew well. What ensued from here onwards was a game of telephone, with 3 people caught in the middle as liaisons. These 3 people were A-Space, Samuel, and Himpleton. Over the next few weeks,
Dude, the very iconic Samuel.
These 3 heard all the disgusting details from both sides regarding the fabled Airbnb. They all noted issues with both sides of the situation. Parlo was so stubborn, unable to concede on pretty much anything, to the point that most people talking to him just gave up. You can see this from his document, where he frames normal conversations into, actually whilst I was enthusiastic, in reality I was crying and shaking and my pants. His framing of situations and omissions of detail to make it sound worse kept coming up. Parlo privately retold the story of Wolfgang's play fight with the 17-year-old, but left out that it was a play fight and the 17-year-old was a friend.
Dude, this guy is just beating the shit out of this fucking dude. And Parlo is saying it's just straight up, like, aggressive, and the accusation was that it was, like, joking around. And that wasn't conveyed well.
Of his. So it sounded like Wolfgang just fought some random kid in London.
He just, like, beat the fuck out of it. He went to a local park and he's like, I'm gonna fight the smallest kid here. He's treating, like, a local park like prison.
While Internet Adjacent was suspicious and unreliable, pushing his own allegations as if it was some new hot story. Apparently the versions of his story that he gave to Ace, Sam and Himpleton were totally contradictory to one another. According to Himpleton, Wolfgang lied about prior accusations at a music festival, when in reality it was the furry convention Anthrocon. Internet Adjacent began leaking the story to other YouTubers and used them as leverage for some sort of confrontation call. Yet, mutual friends of both parties urged them for peace, and although both people
Yeah, I think the urging them for peace was more like, hey, both of you guys look like fucking total freaks in this situation, and this is going to literally damage both of your reputations, so you should probably just avoid it, because ultimately this is not looking good for anybody here. This is actually really embarrassing shit. Like, I'm just trying to stop the most embarrassing thing in both of your lives from getting released.
Were ready to release something, neither of them actually wanted to do it in fear of what the other person's document would do. Mutually assured destruction with Google documents. This went on for so long that people like Himpleton grew tired of the content blueballing, but any release was looking less and less likely, especially when the management company intervened. Yes, Parlo, Avalon, and Internet Adjacent weren't just random friends.
Wait, what? Dude, there's like a fucking management company involved in this on the... I didn't know that.
Line. Parlo and Wolfgang were signed to the same management company, and Avalon was a
What the fuck? Bro, that management company cannot help you get your channel back, so do not sign with them.
manager. Obviously for the company this was an impending disaster, so Avalon and the owner, Artica Snowpaw, Disney-ass name by the way, organised a call with Parlo and Wolfgang, and as all recollections went, this was a pretty productive call. Both parties were angry at each other, but agreed to settle it for reputational reasons. An NDA was even being set out. Mission accomplished. Yet, no amount of careful middle management can account for the devil on the shoulder. The group chat of Ace, Sam and Himpleton got wind of the call after it happened, and got a lot more than they were even expecting. Avalon sent Samuel a screenshot saying that he didn't have full power over Parlo as a business manager. Despite his warnings, Parlo may continue with the document. Was this actually his intention? We don't know for sure, and
yeah, I recommend just watching this video raw too and kind of learning more about the situation if you're even slightly interested, because there's no way it covers everything in 53 minutes and there's just so much fucking stuff on this.
neither did anyone else.
Like, you could literally dive fucking feet first in and listen to like documents and like read the Google documents and stuff.
The message certainly looks bad enough.
Dive in raw. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant, dude. Yes, dude, that was what I was going for. Yes, you're right.
And Himpleton, being the crafty little fellow that he is, leaked this to Wolfgang. Without much deliberation, Internet Adjacent decided the choice had already been made. Without messaging anyone else, Wolfgang soon released his document. Seeing this, Himpleton then went to Parlo. Parlo freaked out and dropped his response, making this whole situation public. So Himpleton got his content, and to be fair, he's very honest and upfront about the fact that this was for drama farming. I can't hate an honest man, and whilst it's easy to blame him for this coming out,
bro,
this was a very avoidable scenario.
Dude, somebody baited these guys into literal mutually assured destruction and getting their entire fucking careers ended. That's crazy.
The fact that all these big people put their stock in a small drama streamer who they didn't even know that well is insane. Even with this message, a conversation and clarification could have diffused everything, but instead, we got this. In both of their documents, Parlo and Internet Adjacent recount their separate versions of what happened between them. They also brought up other incidents and points against each other from different times. Parlo has a lot of these. He brings up Wolfgang's weird behavior around Avalon just before and after he turned 18. He brings up his debate with Wolfgang about what furry is morally right. The main thing he brings up is Anthrocon 2024.
That shit was crazy. The furry shit was actually insane.
This was a past situation accusing Wolfgang of SA, among other things. The story as I understand it is that Wolfgang goes to Anthrocon and is hanging out with some fellow furries. One of them is scrolling through gay furry Tinder looking for a one-night stand. Wolfgang notices, offers to be the one-night stand, and then he puts his hand on the person's knee. The whole trip was full of this, with Wolfgang becoming attached, holding hands, hands on knees, trying to kiss. So yeah, that's the SA, but the situation does at least show that Wolfgang may have an issue with boundaries. His issues with attachment were certainly true with Parlo. Wolfgang showed off how obsessed he was with Parlo by calling him future boyfriend in his phone contact. At some time,
ooh, that's kind of weird.
Time later, he also admitted to a mutual friend called Alex Farron that he wanted to have kids with Parlo. Yep, you heard that right.
These guys, listen, can I just say, if you haven't met somebody in real life, and you only know them on Discord, you are not dating. You are not dating this person. Why are you talking about having kids with somebody you've literally not met that you've hung out with on Discord? What is happening, bro? What is going on? What has COVID done? Is this COVID or is this like, what's happened? Why are you talking about like adopting children with some fucking guy that you met on Discord?
Green kid's running around with his Roblox trad boy wife. What is the story, man? Why? You wanted to kids with Parlo? Whilst I don't know if Wolfgang was guilty of the Anthrocon accusations, his reaction to them was very strange. He also apparently baited his claims that I hate talking about, especially when the accused actually went to hospital. The only reason I mentioned this is because Internet Adjacent did a similar thing with Parlo. Wolfgang expressed to Alex Farron that he felt very upset because Parlo hadn't talked with him for ages. A few days later, he ended up in the hospital, and sent Parlo a picture of him on a hospital bed with his
oh my god,
like
bro.
what socks on. It definitely looks guilt trippy, especially with no caption or message added on. In comparison to Parlo, Wolfgang did not bring up any other points, except one, and it's an important one to pay attention. Remember how this whole trip started with Parlo flying over Wolfgang to the UK? Well, that is interesting, considering how Parlo was running a GoFundMe at the exact same time, titled
Guys, listen, Parlo needs your money. He's in a lot of trouble, but what he needs more is his Discord kitten's asshole, okay? So what he's going to be doing is he's going to take money from you, and then he's going to fly out his Discord kitten and play with the Cinderella. I mean, this is just fucking crazy. That is actually insane.
Please help. What exactly was this GoFundMe for, you ask? Well, you know, basic amenities like rent, food, and bills. And yet, whilst Parlo was running this GoFundMe, he'd...
Like, imagine, dude, imagine if, like, a fucking YouTuber, like, Chibi Reviews, maybe that's a bad example. Let's say Chibi Reviews, like, I'm going to do a lawsuit. And then you find out that he's raising all this money to sue somebody. Or maybe it's a person who's down on their luck and they're just in financial hardship, and you find out that they blew like $1,000 on a hooker. I mean, that would be absolutely deranged, wouldn't it? Thank you, Fake Name, for the 20 gifted subs!
Spent over 1,000 on a plane ticket and another 1,000 on a gaming laptop. Whilst it's obvious Internet Adjacent uses this as a blatant distraction, the reveal of Parlo's payments does put forward a good question. Parlo had been over, left for dead, distant, forgotten. They'd kicked him out of his house, the police were at his throat, things had gotten so bad that he'd raised a GoFundMe for basic food and bills. So why at the same time was he flying over another person, spending about a month's finances just for leisure, a love affair? Feeling rather happy about the nuke he had just dropped, Internet Adjacent decided to jump onto Himpleton's stream.
Oh, dude, yes. Got that short-term win. Now we hop on the stream and we look way... I imagine this is not going to be good, because it usually never is.
After 3 hours of going through both documents, Himpleton undeafened, and Internet Adjacent was ready for questions, while still at work. To be clear, Himpleton is not at all armed with questions and gets caught flat-footed, but he still manages...
Wait, he's in a fucking voice call at his job responding?
Just to make Wolfgang sweat.
Is that what he said?
Jump onto Himpleton's stream. After 3 hours of going through both documents, Himpleton undeafened, and Internet Adjacent was ready for questions, while still at work. To be clear, Himpleton is...
Dude, that's crazy.
I always do the possible.
That is insane dedication.
Not at all armed with questions and gets caught flat-footed, but he still manages to make Wolfgang sweat. The questions about his arguments and mental health start to cut through.
How about that part where Parlo, like, shows that you were saying to a mutual the only time that Parlo ever responds to you is when you're upset, and...
That is what it felt like. To me, at least personally, that's exactly what it felt like. That may not be true.
Bro, if your partner, quote-unquote, your Discord kitten only talks to you when you're peepo sad... dude, this is not even a fucking... I can't even sit here and pretend to navigate this like an actual relationship, bro. You're not dating. Just stop. Just fucking stop. Stop.
So does that explain why you sent him that picture when you were in the hospital?
No, that was just me going to the hospital and being like, I'm here in the hospital, so I'm not going to be messaging much.
I mean, that might be easier to believe if you didn't just send him the picture, no text or explanation or anything. Wolfgang really starts to crumble when Himpleton begins pressing him on the kissing picture claim.
Did you send the picture of you making out with Parlo to other people?
I do not believe so. I absolutely don't. I can't think of a single person that I would have sent that to. If there's an example of me doing it, then I'll apologize for it.
Bro, that is such a fucking guilty plea. Guys, I've literally never done that. I can't even think of an example of me doing that, but if you can provide an example of me doing that, then I'll look at it. Dude, did you send a picture? Did you take a picture kissing some fucking guy or not? Like, how do you not remember if you took this picture and sent it to people without them knowing?
But
how do you not know?
I don't. I wouldn't remember something like that.
What do you?
This is some I don't recall bullshit. Yeah, that's a good fucking call out, Himpleton.
That's why I'm saying.
Why wouldn't you remember something like that?
How would I remember? Like,
how would I remember taking a sneak shot? Yeah, like this is, dude. Come on.
Doing that, I don't.
What
I don't
are you
know.
talking about? Like, do you not? What do you mean? Like, how would you not remember that?
I don't. I don't know what you want me to say. So that's why I'm saying if there is an instance of me,
dude, you just say no, I didn't do it. This like if there's an instance of this, it's like, dude, come on.
Doing it, then Parlo can send it to me and I'll apologize to him for it. Because yeah, that is.
This is such a strange response.
I have no knowledge of any of this.
I didn't do this. Unless there's proof of me doing this, then I'm sorry for that. You know, maybe he should have read the document against him before he went on, seeing that there was already proof of something he's denying.
So that's you with an unnamed person. You say this was an hour ago. I don't know what this is. We were making out. Oh, I see.
That's very of me, and I apologize for that, Parlo.
Wow. You're telling me I did this? I'm just finding out right now for the very first time. Whoa! That was a tremendous picture.
You just don't remember that?
No, I have zero idea. I do not. It's like I said, like, I'm not like a perfect person. Like, if there are genuine errors I've made in the situation, then I'm fully willing to apologize for them.
And like, you were receiving affirmative yeses in those encounters specifically. Is what you're saying as well.
I was like, do you want to go in here and do something? And he was like, yeah, sure.
After 30 more minutes of being pressed, mostly on the stuff about Avalon, Wolfgang starts to get a little tetchy. He begins complaining about how the viewers are not taking these allegations 100% seriously.
Bro, these allegations... Dude, I'm sorry. There's a lot to laugh about. My bad. Listen, leave it to the URR guy to say, listen, I'm not taking it entirely seriously either, sir.
And why they're instead asking him if he was gay or how big Cinderella was. Truly.
Unfortunately, the Cinderella question, the SQ for short, is kind of the main talking point of this drama.
Troubling times here. Eventually,
I'm not a perfect drama content creator!
Internet Adjacent just leaves the call. He tells Himpleton this is just because his work break is over and he's busy again. But as we're about to learn, that's not true. Because instead of making these poor people their pizzas, Wolfgang runs to the stream of Dickers. Really? A drama about two men making sweet man love? And the guy to analyze the whole operation is gonna be Dickers? Dickers, another YouTube drama streamer with around 2,000 subscribers.
Bro, fucking Dickers takes over the call to talk about... You're not taking this seriously. Goes on Dickers' stream to talk about the Cinderella cock, dude.
Hadn't even made his way through either document before Internet Adjacent called in to explain his side and take questions. Dickers would start posing his thoughts on the leaks recording from the Airbnb, and it was clear that...
By the way, like, I've seen some of Dickers' stuff. He's gonna ask the same fucking questions Himpleton was asking. He's not like a stupid guy.
The same thing was gonna happen again. Except this time, Parlo was watching and poised to call in. Let's pause for a second.
Dude, no,
because this is
bro, we're getting a Dickers debate. We're getting a Dickers debate from Cinderella Man and Parlo.
It's probably one of the dumbest things Parlo could have done in the situation. It's clear that all he had to do was watch Internet Adjacent bury himself. But instead of that, he jumped in to deliver the death blow. And by doing so...
Oh, he's gonna throw a death blow!
Both of their careers had become irreparable. With Parlo coming on, he was bringing attention towards the situation, especially from his many detractors. I doubt people would have even bothered to read both documents. But when both parties are live on video, giving out all these absurd details, stuff just put out there to humiliate the other person, that makes it way easier. People like to listen more than they like to look, which is why you've got this video in the background whilst you're drawing on your tablet or playing a game.
What the fuck? Dude. What the fuck? Hey, what's going on, Waller?
Dickers' stream peaks at over 500
Is that my fucking unpause the video Hassan Piker moment? What the actual fuck was that, chat?
viewers, with Parlo and Internet Adjacent debating their allegations, throwing their documents at each other live. Despite the allegations being levied, it was very funny to watch this debate unfold, because when would this ever happen ever in any other situation? Alongside the details we already know, there was also some new stuff added on. For example, why did Parlo's mood change so much when he saw Internet Adjacent? Well, as we know, he did-
Dude, he was hungry!
look
Actually, no, he was the one who wasn't hungry.
as nice as he did on Discord, and also, he was smelly. He was smelly.
Dude, he stank. That's a new word that iDubbbz just recently invented.
He was a smelly boy. One of the most interesting moments was Internet Adjacent tampering with evidence. During the bedroom incident, Wolf-
He tampered with evidence during the iconic bedroom incident. This is so fucking unserious, it's not even funny. Joke's on him, a lot of people will be watching while in the toilet. Fucking true.
messaged a friend named Bite saying he was trying to get Parlo into his bed. Then after this whole thing, Internet Adjacent deleted this DM and flatly said the real screenshot was fake.
Wait, bro, that was your gameplay? I saw your name in the kill feed? Wait, what? Oh my god, wait, that actually- Dude, I didn't even realize this. I actually didn't realize. That literally is fucking me. This is actually my fucking gameplay. No, he actually got me. He actually fucking got me. Dude, it didn't even lock in. That's fucking me.
Playing a game. Dickers is-
That's actually fucking me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wolfgang messaged a friend named Bite saying he was trying to get Parlo
Dude, come on.
into his bed. Then after this whole thing, Internet Adjacent deleted this DM and flatly said the real screenshot was fake. This is an obviously implicating thing to do, and it hurt his credibility hard.
Have you deleted a DM?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Because why would this person say take it easy after you'd said 6 hours before? That sounds fun. It seems pretty
Yeah, he deleted a DM.
pretty clear here that you have just gone back and deleted a message.
I guess I might. I don't.
Dude, I can't remember. I'm not perfect.
Wait.
Very meticulously, by the way. That was the one single message deleted. Wonder why.
As for Parlo, despite all the arguments that he had, there was one thing he couldn't escape.
So,
The Cinderella allegation.
I had my GoFundMe linked to my account.
Oh no, the GoFundMe isn't. Yeah, that's an unstoppable.
but I didn't.
I really like. Hey, Maple Mia, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you.
Complete a couple steps until weeks after the GoFundMe was originally done, and that GoFundMe was signal boosted by my goodbye video.
Can I say something to you,
so
Nick?
if I go into my GoFundMe right now, is advertised as a GoFundMe for legal expenses and also just like food and stuff, because I don't really have a channel right now considering I've got like 2 strikes. So
this is just a lie. If you read the GoFundMe, the page itself is based around food, rent, and bills, and the potential legal funds.
Dude, we need to pay rent, but we also need to bring my Discord kitten to town, dude.
Are not the primary reason. Quote, I do not ask for anything that you do not feel comfortable sending, but if you wish, all I kindly ask is a small donation to help me pay for expenses, food, rent, and other amenities in this horrible period of time.
I really like. Yeah, imagine you find out like any YouTuber puts out like a "Hey, I need money desperately" thing, and they just blow a bunch of money on like coke and hookers. Well, they're not cool enough for that.
Is this really long?
They blew it on this Cinderella and fighting and play fighting with kids in the park. Okay.
Also, with potential funds for further action I may take.
Sounds like Boogie. Did Boogie blow it on? Yeah, Boogie's iconic. Dude, I remember one of the first times I talked to Boogie, he's like, "Did you know I'm Eskimo brothers with Logan Paul?" Yeah, we fucked the same hooker! Dude, imagine thinking Boogie was like the iconic uncle of the internet, and then you find out he's like the other uncle of the internet.
Framing it here as if the GoFundMe was for a lawsuit and also food and bills. When
that was a joke, for the record, to any legal entity.
In the GoFundMe, he's talking about potential funds. A lawsuit hadn't even existed at the time.
Parlo, do you understand how if I was a member of the public, reading your GoFundMe, rent, food, and monthly bills, and it's
you would reveal the spouse name of the person who did the GoFundMe,
like stipulated that it's a horrible period of time. You need potentially you need funds for further action. Talk about your diagnoses, you being a victim, etc.
Yes, but the money from that was not used to pay for that, because I only got it transferred weeks after. Because I didn't link that to my Nationwide account.
Parlo just doesn't.
Dude, Nationwide might be on your side, but the internet sure isn't.
Hebrews.
Sriracha good. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
Not understand the point.
I'm sorry if
here.
I just completely like butchered your name.
The technicalities of the situation are not what matters. Parlo probably did not spend the specific GoFundMe money directly on flying out Wolfgang. What he did was frame himself in a desperate situation, not even being able to live paycheck to paycheck and have basic amenities. At the same time, he flew his online lover out for a 3-day date. People who are crowdfunding for food don't go on holidays. Parlo's getting hung up on specific details to distract from the actual criticism. In the aftermath of these streams, more and more of the Roblox audience woke up to hear the news. And for Parlo, all the stars aligned at the exact wrong time. At some point, Parlo and Wolfgang were going to release a joint response. Yet it was very obvious they disagreed on so much.
Dude, why would they release a joint Guys, we've done mutually assured destruction, so let's do mutually assured rehabilitation. We'll just team back up and tell them it was all a bunch of hoopla!
And by now, this was out of their hands. Parlo was constantly fighting with people in his Twitter circle, jilted Roblox YouTubers.
Guys, dude, Parlo knew at this moment he had to make a 7,000-page apology response, actual debunking.
Like Alex Tanuki, took this time to get their own story out there and moralize about how bad this all was. This then got about 1,000,000% worse when the big Roblox drama YouTubers covered the story, namely a guy called Guamgo.
Oh my god, bro, this guy got cancelled too, Guamgo. Whenever I'm thinking of like a glup shitto YouTuber, I refer to Guamgo a lot. It's not even on purpose.
Guamgo and Parlo have had a rocky history, but as of recently, they had been on good terms. With Parlo's channel on the precipice of deletion, Guamgo allowed him to upload to his channel and earn money. But seeing this controversy, he jumped ship, making a video turning on Parlo and leaking.
Dude, no! Fucking Guamgo, bro. What the hell? What is Why would you turn on him, Guamgo? You were so important to the cause. The fuck?
Some of their DMs. Meltdown doesn't.
Guamgo is real? I thought you were memeing. No, Guambo is my own personal glup shitto name only because I forgot he was real too. Dude, it's not my fault. He sounds like he's fake. He sounds like he's not real.
Even begin to
Dude, he's not real. He's made of moonlight.
Describe what was happening to Parlo. He went on a 3-hour Discord stage to plead his innocence.
Dude, we only have 3 hours. What do we do? Go on Discord to explain how we did nothing wrong.
He called into Dickers again to say that he was ending everything.
Dude, wash it down with some Guamgo. Dude, there are viewers right now, and every time I say Guamgo, they're just finding out in real time that it's actually there's a human being who goes by that username.
And blood would be on everyone's hands. In the midst of this all, one of Parlo's friends and channel manager,
You're watching this, you're like, oh, what the fuck are we... Wait, what?
Logged into his channel and went rogue for his own good. He posted unlisted NSFW to the channel, got a bunch of people to flag it, and with one more strike...
Unironically, there's a lot of things on, like Attack from Mars that you're seeing right here. It has a lot of similarities to, like, the Pokemon layout, I think. Because it's got that same, like... not that part. That was the one part that doesn't. Never mind.
Parlo's channel of 600,000 subscribers
like that
was
middle
gone.
bash toy.
If you're an outsider or may have heard of Parlo a couple of times before, this whole implosion might be a bit confusing. I mean, for such a person covering all these drama situations, the GoFundMe was the way he went out. Even I was sitting there.
Is Pinball FX good on Steam? Bro, Pinball FX is good on Steam. It's good on Xbox. It's good on PlayStation. There's like a physical copy coming out. It's good on fucking, I don't know about Switch. Actually, I don't know if I'd get it on Switch. It's cool as fuck if you get it on MetaQuest 3. Pinball FX on MetaQuest 3, where you put the physical pinball machine in your house and then you play it in VR over the top of it, is one of the most interesting ways to play pinball ever. If you have a MetaQuest, I urge you desperately to try it.
Thinking this was the career ender? What about all the details of the actual allegations? But one thing I haven't spoke about in this video is that Parlo has a long history of other controversies.
Yeah, augmented reality pinball is sick. One time I went downstairs and I put on my VR headset and augmented the Indiana Jones machine I was playing before next to my actual Jurassic Park machine. So, like, it looked like there was an additional fourth pinball machine in the line, and I was playing it.
Either he covered the drama, or he was the drama. This being on top after the dupe stuff, the paracynical document, stuff like Homotopia, was the killer. The straw that broke the camel's back.
Alright, now we're jumping on... do we want to put on Internet Adjourned, or do you want to jump ahead to Avalon? We'll keep going for now. Maybe we'll jump ahead if we get bored on this segment, because I don't want to watch the whole thing, obviously.
On November 28th, Internet Adjacent uploaded the Parlo video.
So this is the response video to the Parlo stuff. Actually, I don't know if I watched this.
Over 40 minutes long, this is
I probably didn't if it was 40 minutes long.
Extensive response to every part of the situation. There isn't much new to say from this video, as is with all of Internet Adjacent's content. He just denies a lot of the allegations as he had done before. Yet there are some newly man-made horrors we get to see in the
beyond our comprehension
form of DMs. In his document, Parlo alleged Internet Adjacent pushed the idea of filming him at the Airbnb. But, as shown from Internet Adjacent's video, Parlo was well up for being on camera in extensively horny detail. He then responds to the claims of him grooming Avalon.
The entire grooming claim is just downright false. I have been friends with Avalon for a very long time, and at no point had I ever been sexual or romantic towards him, nor was he that way towards me. We were never like that. It wasn't until...
Dude, okay, this part where, like, grooming has to be inherently sexual straight from the beginning is not entirely fair either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if dude, I feel like that's not, like, a good way to answer that.
After he turned 18, that Avalon started coming on to me and offering the idea of a three-way between me, him, and Parlo. After Parlo made this accusation, I actually went to Avalon and others in our friend circle to genuinely figure out what the f is going on. Parlo made this claim, but was going to drop it after Avalon put pressure on him, but is now using it again because Parlo has the biggest victim complex in the world.
Internet Adjacent also made the choice to combat other allegations that people weren't really talking about. Before being exposed, Wolfgang would appear on some drama live streams. One of these was the Oplock, another YouTube drama streamer with around 2,000 subscribers. And
okay, I don't know this person.
During his look at the situation, Falgi, who runs the Oplock channel, expressed some concerns about Wolfgang.
Wait, have I heard the name Falgi?
Apparently, Wolfgang had tried to invite Avalon to the Oplock Discord server. The server is 18.
Bro, okay, I'm getting kind of lost here. This is kind of that's Beckett's friend?
Yet Avalon was 17 at the time, and Wolfgang was apparently trying to smuggle him in. In his video, Internet Adjacent gives his response.
There was also an incident where I invited Avalon to the Oplock server when he was 17, but he wasn't allowed in because the server was 18+. I invited him there because he wants to be a manager for a lot of YouTubers, so I figured I could invite—
Wait, a manager for a lot of YouTubers? Of like what size? What are your credentials to become a manager for YouTubers? How does it, what are the mechanics of that even?
Him to a server with multiple creators so he could potentially rub elbows. When Avalon joined, he was put in the verification channel, and when I asked the owner if he was allowed in, they said it was only 18 plus, so I told Avalon he had to leave. People are trying to spin this as me wanting to put a minor in an 18 plus space, but the reality is I just wasn't aware of the age requirement for the server when I invited him. He never got past the verification channel, and I mean, the OpBlock server isn't like, it's not like or anything, so I didn't assume it was 18 plus.
Wolfgang's point here rests upon almost impossible standards. To say that he didn't know the OpBlock server was 18 plus is just improbable and insane to me. In that case, he would have ignored all promotions of the server.
Oh.
Whereas
you must, dude, actually, wait, I was like, wait, really? That's kind of weird. Like, you must be 18 plus and your Discord must be 6 months old.
Says it's 18 plus. The very first rule on the server
is you must be okay.
And the welcome mat channel where new users were immediately asked for the right
oh, you actually have to read, you physically have to read this to join the server. Okay.
Age. According to Falgi, Wolfgang.
Yeah, you know, that is kind of fair. I was gonna say, like, I think it's reasonable to not really know because a lot of people don't really have like strict rules on it. And if it's not NSFW, then I looked at it, it's like, no, you literally can't possibly have missed it.
Directly tried to get him into the server, using his position to get their favor. In the 24 hours following this upload, Internet Adjacent saw his video was getting positive reactions. He gleefully went on a victory lap and left his channel in the hands of his good friend, No Sleep Jerry. Yet whilst he was
fuck off. Okay. This is starting to get a little niche. I'm not really sure who that one is either.
Wolfgang
No Sleep Jerry, dude.
Was bringing attention to himself. Some people noticed how weak his point against Falgi was and knew there had to be something deeper. That led them to his Discord server. On December 2nd, Beckett of Cope and Seethe
Oh, I know Beckett. Okay, we're back.
Live to catch up on the Cinderella situation.
Dude, this Cinderella, man. Yes.
With Dickers brought along as a guide. The stream was on track as a decent recap until they brought Jerry on and had a conversation. During this, they found that Wolfgang's Discord had been previously 18 plus. Over the last year, he opened it to accept people above the—
Dude, who the fuck starts an 18 plus server and goes, you know what? This server needs more kids. I don't think I've ever heard of a scenario. They're like, you know what? Let him in. Let him in. Fuck it. Let him in.
The age of 16. There was also a screenshot of Jerry posting sexual thigh pics of Avalon from when he was a minor. Not for any—
Like, wait, what was the age?
A screenshot of Jerry posting sexual— During this, they found that Wolfgang's Discord had been previously 18 plus. Over the last year, he opened it to accept people above the age of 16. There was also—
Yeah, you know what? You know what this server's lacking? Thank you, Maple D. I appreciate it. This server's got a very distinct lack of fucking 16-year-old. This is so insane.
To a screenshot of Jerry posting sexual thigh pics of Avalon from when he was a minor. Not for any predatory reason, to be clear, but still something weird to have in there. If this was on Wolfgang's server and posted by someone who he had now entrusted his channel with, it questioned what Wolfgang knew about Avalon. He had denied anything sexual with Avalon, but this called into question his intentions when he was earlier trying to reel Avalon into his and Parlo's activities. Inevitably, Parlo then hops on the call and says he has proof Wolfgang was talking about detailed sexual situations and asking for NSFW permissions in his server. Screenshots provided—
What is wrong with you? I hate being alive! I hate being alive! I hate breathing! I hate being alive!
Oh, fuck!
I'm in tremendous pain! I'm in tremendous pain! Help me! Help me! Help me! I'm in so much pain! I'm in so much pain! Mute that motherfucker! Mute that motherfucker! I'm tired of him interjecting when I'm trying to make two simple points!
Alright, well then...
Holy
let's get off
shit,
that.
dude.
Loud noises. Loud noises.
Bro, what the fuck, dude? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Obviously, fake name. Bro, did you team up with Maple Nia to put that fucking thing after a gifted so it snuck up on me? Was this an op? Did we just run an op?
Called into question.
Okay, we gotta go back for a second. I got ambushed.
Question his intentions when he was earlier trying to reel Avalon into his and Parlo's activities. Inevitably, Parlo then hops on the call and says he has proof Wolfgang was talking about detailed sexual situations and asking for NSFW commissions in his server.
So this is like Nuxtaku Light?
Screenshots provided much later show this to be
like
the case.
in regards to the Discord server?
He also...
Actually, I wouldn't say light, because it's different.
Said Wolfgang was inconsistent on moderating the server, and he even allowed some minors in. At some point, his moderation team included 2 minors. It was only in June...
What? Wait, why? Why would you ever do that?
June 2025, when Kiwi Farmer started looking into it, that he purged the entire server. Seeing this on-stream development, Wolfgang basically shat himself. He was wiping the whole Discord server.
So you found out in real time.
Banning everyone.
Dude, welcome to the Internet Cafe. Yen was cringe, Friendly Fire left, Dickers was cringe, Dickers left, Burn the World was cringe, Antarctica left. Oh, that's Artica.
Related to commentary, including members of the makeshift panel. He then changed his Discord name to Leave Me the F Alone.
Oh my god, dude.
Obviously, he was gonna have to answer some questions.
So you were sexual with Avalon before he turned 18, right? You lied about that.
I was not sexual with Avalon. I mentioned topics that were, at the very least, inappropriate.
And you invited him to join in all 3.
I did not invite him to join in the threesome.
Dude, the iconic threesome allegation. That was like another factor in all this, dude.
So on the 21st of September, you ask Parlo about a threesome. On the 25th, Avalon recalls a conversation you had and then shares a message of you sharing a DM between you and Parlo.
So is he like waiting for this kid to turn 18? Is that what's happening here?
Where you're asking if he'd be involved in a threesome. This is why you're on call together. You asked Avalon first about this threesome.
We were talking about it.
That's a...
Oh my...
That's a slightly different thing
Oh
that
my
you said
god.
before. Apparently he's bringing it up. He's coming on to you. When you were talking to Avalon, you asked him first, didn't you? You say, well, you know, we were talking about it. Who asked who first?
I believe I did, I guess. We were talking about...
Right.
We were talking about...
Fantastic! Okay. And you asked him before he was 18.
I feel like Dickers could do like a really good abridged perfect cell. He's kind of got the voice for it.
Didn't you?
We were talking about the bounds of like what is allowed in our individual relationships.
And those were sexual topics, weren't they? If you were talking about those were sexual topics, weren't they?
Dude, he's cooked. There's literally no way out of this.
Yeah. You also lied about the fact that Avalon is apparently trying to push
Dude, his silence means something.
Parlo to be able to remove Parlo's claims about you and Avalon from Parlo's video.
Oh, internet adjacent and his spawn camping behaviors? That's the op block? The op block is here.
That was what he told me.
That's not what he told you. I've seen the DMs.
Uh-oh. Jesus, this is like deep silence.
You asked him to speak to Parlo about it.
Yeah, and then he was like,
said,
I'll
sure.
see if I can...
Bro, just get off the call. Run, dude. Run, they got your ass in 4K. Dolby Digital.
get something in the video about it.
The way you framed it in your video is as if Avalon really wants Parlo. He's really been trying, I believe is exactly what you said. He's been trying to get Parlo to remove this from the video. Because nobody wants him to talk about this. It's not true. You asked Avalon to pass along a message to Parlo.
Dude, it's even funnier if you pretend that this is Hunter Avalon the entire time. It is not, but it would be funny if it was.
True or false?
It was a mutual discussion.
It was not, because everybody's seen the DMs. You ask him, true or false, you ask him to pass along a message.
Yeah.
True or false? That's true, right? Was that a Well, your mic's cutting out, I guess.
Dude, this is just fucking insane.
Oh, did he just...
Should have had a lawyer present. Well, I mean, I'm glad. The good thing is that stupid people do this. Dumb fucking people think that they can, like, I guess, navigate easily around every single controversy, and they just, like, they need to call in. They need to call in immediately so they can just explain their fucking way out of the whole thing. I am happy that people like this guy exist.
Run? Is he done? Are we... dude.
He left the group.
This call-in is really...
And then he left. You see, I go on that fucking rant, and then he drops out of the call.
Bad. Even if you're not confident in saying anything definitive
But in
about...
general, like, extremely dumb people over-explain everything, and that helps everybody identify when they do shit.
He left the group.
This call-in is really bad. Even if you're not confident in saying anything definitive about Wolfgang and Avalon, he's been caught on multiple blatant lies. Cast your mind back to his video and his statement on him and Avalon. That is aging worse and worse by the minute. This really is Dickus' finest hour in this entire drama. The revelations almost hide the fact that Parlo spent the last 2 hours egotistically arguing with the panel about internet Jason preying on Avalon. Completely supersedes getting baited by Tyro9000 in the chat over
Parlo, can you birthday calculator me?
over and over again. On the rare occasion he kept quiet, the accused just buried himself. On December 4th, Wolfgang accepted a live interview from Himbleton, and if you thought it couldn't get worse for him, oh boy were you wrong.
How?
In these 3 hours, his reputation was completely melted.
Wait, how could it get worse than this?
Minutes into the stream, they ask Wolfgang if he on call with Parlo and Avalon, and you can hear how he tries to slither away and cover himself with lies.
Did you a call with Avalon and Parlo?
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh no, dude!
Ask for consent
Wait, is this literally a fucking? This is like the Dean Withers girl that he was going after.
to do that?
Yeah, I
Oh no, he did ask for consent.
I was kind of
Okay, now I don't know if he did ask for consent.
wearing a pretty revealing outfit at that time in
Oh, it was assumed
the
consent.
group chat.
Oh.
And you directly asked, "Can I off?"
I was like, yeah, you guys.
Yeah, dude. I immediately could tell that's probably not what he probably didn't ask.
Okay if I do this?
And they both said yes.
I know for a fact Parlo was fine with it. I mean, there's potential Zillow wasn't, but I was not aware of that.
No. Did Avalon say yes?
That would, yeah. I was like.
But then why is there potential for him to have not been fine with it?
Dude, I'm not a perfect person, you know, and I don't have all these memories and stuff, you know.
If he had said yes initially, wouldn't that be the first thing that you let off with?
Yeah.
Why didn't you lead off with that then?
This guy's dumb as rocks. Literally, Louis C.K. This guy's dumb as rocks, bro.
Because I mean, I'm just trying to take an objective look at this.
Not everybody who talks with a script in their videos is on the same mental playing field. Okay, listen, dude. Listen, brother.
Situation. I don't know.
I mean, don't you agree that him saying yes would have been objectively what happened if that was true?
Yeah.
So
this dude's face? Well, there's blood in the water, bro. There's literal blood in the water.
Is it true? Or did he just not say anything?
He was fine with it.
But did he say yes, or did he not say anything?
It was kind of like a mix of, it was like, hey, do you guys mind if I do this? And he was like, eh. It was kind of like disinterest in general.
Somebody get this.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like
this man a shield.
Yeah.
Wolfgang also admitted to straight up being a pathological
Yo!
liar.
Thank you for the 5 gifted.
Huge concession
Can I say
for
something
Parlo
to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why?
side. When pressed on the finger incident,
Dude, the finger instance,
Wolfgang
bro.
admits this wasn't preceded by an enthusiastic yes,
Oh no.
but instead it was
big
non-verbal
shout-out to
consent.
Nicholas
Another
DeOrio.
big concession of changing his story. Like clockwork, internet adjacent left at around the 2-hour mark, and Parlo then hopped back in for a quick little victory lap. You'd think after this humiliating affair,
Can I say
internet
something to you, Nick?
adjacent
I
would
really
just
like you.
give up.
Why? He's just going in and damaging his own story and damaging his own credibility.
I mean, his entire reputation.
Like, I guess that's the only way it can get worse is by the things that they didn't have clear evidence
Can I say
on.
something to you, Nick?
He has now muddied
I
the
really
water
like-
enough to think that he's
Why?
lied.
It's cooked to anyone paying attention, but the very next day, Wolfgang said he was back to making videos and called in again.
Dude, listen, bro, one more stream. That's all it will take. Get on the op block, fucking. Dude, even now, you're one stream away. You can figure this one out.
Time to the op block. In this one, he gets pressed a lot more in his friendship to Avalon prior to him turning 18. Apparently, he hadn't seen any pictures of Avalon when he was 17, but he did have his phone number and kept him around on an 18+ server. Again, reinforcing how much of a lie his original statement was. If there's anything to take away from this segment, it's that internet adjacent is, first and foremost, a total sexual deviant. If we're going by that call with Avalon. The man is a self-admitted liar, who should never be trusted again in his field of work. He's also an entirely irresponsible individual when it comes to his Discord server. At this point, people started throwing away Wolfgang's defenses and believing Parlo's accusations. If only it didn't come out the very next day that the entire time this was happening, Parlo was in a relationship with his star witness.
What? Bro, what? Parlo is, dude, what? Dude, it's the fucking twist on that. It's a literal gay op. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it actually would be a literal gay op. Oh my god, bro. That's crazy.
On December 5th, 2025, Himbleton posted a Twitter thread with a 7-minute call attached to it. Inside this call, Avalon is bragging to Alex Farron about getting with Parlo at the Airbnb and his plan to cuck and humiliate internet adjacent.
Dude, this is absolute. Guys, the Duffer Brothers can't write a good script like this.
If it went public, it would have to be done like very right, and it.
Dude, they got this guy on fucking Discord.
Probably have to be seen as like some sort of gay op against Wolfgang.
Right, because like,
dude, I can't believe Hunter Avalon is doing this.
If it did go public that you and Parlo,
M. Night Shyamalan is in tears that he didn't write the script.
It would
fuel conspiracy theories,
and it would also like possibly devalidate a lot of Parlo's points. Shouldn't be mentioned until it's like helpful to like Parlo's side. For about 15 minutes before Wolfgang woke up and came into the living room, me and Parlo were making out. The second that Wolfgang came in, Parlo immediately got up and went to the opposite sofa and the opposite side of the room. He was mentioning how he wants me to
Guys, I'm not going to show the fucking DMs, dude. There's no need to. Just, bro. My word is my bond, okay? Okay, fine, I'll show it. Fuck you, Nicholas DeOrio!
Thank you!
Bad news, guys. Smiling Friends is over.
Bro.
Fucking kill me.
Smiling Friends is literally an exclamation point on the stream. Everybody is just jumping in to remind everybody of it. How dude, I'm so pissed. There's no way it's over. I don't believe it. I'm coping and seething.
Back with him to his house so we could... And like, he wanted to spend the night with me. We were chatting, and he was...
Dude, this is so bad. So he just hops in Discord, and this shit gets recorded, it gets leaked, and now everyone's like, wait, what? You guys were having sex the whole time?
Remember that Parlo tried to model Avalon as an unbiased third-party witness during both...
Dude, we need Smiling Friends conformity gate? Bro, episode 9 of the season dropping soon.
Beckett and Dickers' streams. He can debate Peter all he wants about this point, but it's very obvious how he presented it to you, me, and them.
I have Avalon, who's going to be like attesting to everything because he was the one who was present watching all of this, and he has like virtually no incentive.
Your fuck friend cannot be... You have to like disclose that you're fucking your witness.
To lie, considering every single platform I've had has been completely taken now.
Now, as snaky as Avalon has been, this entire segment isn't about hating him, because with the spotlight shifting over and people realizing, oh, the other guy sucks as well, the cogs were turning. From the start, it was puzzling how this 17, 18-year-old was managing huge YouTube channels and being an SEO expert.
Yeah, that's another fucking thing here. Why is this kid fucking managing YouTubers? Who is he managing? Charmed Skull?
In particular, it mirrored that of Vexium Swift. Furry meme poster by day, adult star on Twitter by night. Vexium is a strange individual.
No. Wait. That's not... Is that Vexium Swift?
Meme poster...
Dude, that's a fucking devious pull. I haven't heard the name Vexium Swift in like 5 years. How the fuck did Vexium Swift enter this conversation?
Actual furry memes from a young age.
Bro,
some people speculate that the
didn't that end badly? I don't remember.
People around Avalon affected his change in content. In particular, it mirrored that...
Dude, this is like a WWE thing where they just keep walking people out.
...of Vexium Swift. Furry meme poster by day, adult star on Twitter by night. Vexium is...
Oh, what now? Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
A strange individual, especially to someone that knew him back when he was doing commentary videos.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
He's an excessively sexually explicit person, and God help you if you see any of those videos. And seeing Avalon copying his content, you do start to hear alarm bells ringing. I don't want to accuse Vexium of anything because truthfully, I don't fully know what happened, but when I hear that Avalon was following Vexium's NSFW account as a minor, that makes me suspicious. When his only measure to keep him away was to reply saying, please block me, instead of actually removing him, that sounds like he did it.
This sounds like the fucking moderators in the Discord server from earlier. Dude, just block me. Dude, just get the minor out of your DMs. Dude, like, what is happening here? Just get them out of there.
For optics than actual purpose. In a twist not even M. Night Shyamalan would think of, Vexium Swift also had allegations with other minors and being sexual with them.
Okay, this I think I remember.
This turned into the Vexium Swift drama, which is kind of the prequel to this current situation. We got recurring characters like Avalon, Jerry, and even
Wait, what?
Wolfgang himself. It took a
Bro! It's all connected. This is like season 3 of Dark.
year until Vexium gave a full response to these allegations. There's a lot of other stuff he addresses, but the things that I'm interested in
I think we covered this on After Hours, like years ago.
are these leaked calls that Vexium had. In this call, Avalon is with a user named Artica. If that name rings any bells, yes, that is the same Artica Snowpaw Disney-ass name that runs the big influencer management company in the story. Apparently, Artica approached Avalon about making an NSFW company together. Avalon was a minor at the time, around 15 to 16 years old. Vexium shows that Artica was 21.
Ooh.
That context only makes this clip far worse, where Artica talks with Avalon about flying him out to the UK.
Yeah, anyway, how you doing, Arca?
Yes, travel plans.
Ooh.
So, I have to make the decision on if I'm coming to the UK on the 11th. Once I buy these tickets, I can't get a refund for them. If you want a ticket, I can go ahead and buy you one when they come out on the 11th.
This is not... Dude, this is outrageous. I mean, we should just burn this whole... We need to stop. Guys, we're pausing the furry community until we can figure out what the hell is going on. Alright, we need to take accounts, get everybody's statements. What happened?
But I need to know
This is certified not good.
that for sure, as they're not refundable.
The drama scriptwriters should have been writing Stranger Things Season 5.
If you can go, I can go.
We've got 10,000 for the trip, but it's not worth anything if I can't.
Guys, if you can find a single person named in this video at all whatsoever in any of your Discord circles or your Twitter following, just block them. I don't care if they're on the right side or the wrong side, any of these names at all whatsoever, or even like lightly associated with you, with the exception of the hosts of the random channels that were actually covering it that they chose to call into. Just purge, get them out of there.
Get that passport in order.
Not only are these videos disturbing, it calls into question the entire process around Artica and his company. As far as we know, they included 3 YouTubers: Parlo, Internet Adjacent, and Gramgo, as well as Avalon, obviously. There's also someone called Alex, but I'm not entirely sure who this could be referring to.
He keeps doing this shit. Yo, everyone type 1 in the chat. At least sorry.
3 of these people were
getting a little late, guys.
Fighting with each other online. And at the very least, this influencer management company had a case of interpersonal relationships for malicious intent. That's at least got to be like a call to HR or something. Zenova Influencer Network, which is the name of the company, is something I find so fascinating in the story. After all, how did Artica get to this position? Both him and Avalon claimed that Mr. Beast had offered them $1 million.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm done. I'm fine, dude. I'm fine.
$1 million to sign to his team. This is most certainly an obvious lie. But what kind of management company would have its CEO tell such a lie? And what might concern me more is Artica's relationship with Avalon. Well, we would start to find out more details to all these suspicions through a complete accident. On December 9th, 2025, Dickers was live covering the usual internet drama of the day. About 6.5 hours into his stream, he received a message on Discord, one that wasn't meant for him. Before this, Dickers contacted Artica.
I terminated my contract with Wolfgang because I was asked to keep secrets from others, and I will not operate that way personally or professionally. I was also met with threats, which I won't tolerate. I'm not going to discuss specifics beyond that. I do not condone the actions involved in this situation, and I believe it should have remained private. None of this should have occurred. I sincerely apologize for my part in anything connected to it. I also extend an apology on behalf of Avalon, Wolfgang, Parlo, and Alex.
About why he terminated Wolfgang's influencer contract.
When does Keem show up? Dude, unironically, this smells of something where Keemstar just appears at the very end.
Pretty vague. He then said everything should have remained private and extended an apology to everyone involved. All fine. Except 20 minutes later, Dick has received another message. In this one, Artica is berating Parlo, Wolfgang, Avalon, and Alex for not shutting up. He also rants at how this streamer that everyone was afraid of, aka Dickers, was milking cash out of his apology. Artica ends his message by going at everyone one by one, saying to Avalon that he should know better. Despite everything.
So did he fucking DM this to Dickers because it mentioned Dickers and he had Dickers on his mind? Dude, these guys had fucking Dickers on his mind, dude.
Artica.
Also, because isn't Review Tech USA's name Dickers as well?
Avalon, Wolfgang, and
guys, all these people had Dickers on their mind, and they accidentally shot a message over to Dickers.
Paulo was still in some sort of business group chat. Artica deleted his message, but it was too little, too late. Dickers had a Discord client that saved deleted DMs and pulled it up on stream.
And now their Discord status has gone from do not disturb to invisible.
Artica then makes some out-of-this-world guess that Dickers would have a client that saves DMs. Obviously, he was watching the stream. Dickers asked, hey, are you
Sneeko's real name is... I mean, dude, Sneeko sounds like Nico. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was his name.
Listening to the
like,
stream?
Like, Igdubs is... like, Ian... fucking Washburn, like that's the
Because I mean, yeah.
And Nicholas DeOrio is actually in reference to my name Rick.
Artica then plays dumb and says he didn't know Dickers was live. This blatant blunder led to Artica calling
Rob's Media. Yeah, he's actually named like Rob's Media's actual name is obviously, dude, it's Melvin.
Calling in and facing the music.
Is there a group chat right now? Between Wolfgang, Zillow, Parlo, and Alex, and yourself?
No, there was, but it's all been deleted.
But you typed this statement out.
Melvin, brother of the Joker. Yes, dude. I forgot what that's in reference to, but I remember that being funny.
With the
Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Intention to send it to several.
What was that from? Didn't somebody they're writing like? Was it like someone's writing Batman comics and they're writing their favorite like original character Melvin, or is that an actual thing? Nostalgia Critic? Oh, somebody showed me that video recently. That's why I'm remembering it.
Other people?
Yes. Did I actually do it?
Didn't EFAP show it to you? EFAP probably showed it to me, yeah.
No.
What's the collaboration between these people then? Why are these people all in a group chat together?
Honestly, I don't know.
Come on, you're business partners with
Melvin, brother of the Joker. Melvin, brother of the Joker. Melvin, brother of the Joker.
The fuck, dude?
Today's secret subject, or not secret, I mean, it's all secret, don't tell anybody, but, you know, today's, big subject.
Dude, fucking Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Avalon.
I don't manage anybody anymore. I quit.
That's my favorite character from Smiley. I'm kidding.
You quit. You're a 60% shareholder in the business, no?
I quit. I'm done.
So you've handed the business all over to Zillow?
Yep.
All right, I think we're probably good on this now. I don't really care about the additional things here. Let's take a bite out of the confession, and then I'll let you go back to Toastify to watch the rest, because it's getting a little niche drama meme for me.
So, where does that leave all our characters?
Irrelevant.
Well, Internet Adjacent left YouTube, then came back. He's still trying to slop his way through everything, despite the alarming revelations. Don't get it twisted. Wolfgang is a pathological liar.
But he's not banned from YouTube, so he comes away from this better than Parlo, who can't have an account anymore.
A sexual deviant, and that's me being kind.
Parlo is like super banned. Like, was it like 3 channels have gone down?
The allegations that have now made him stand out from the boundless world of slop commentary may very well prove how replaceable he can be. Meanwhile, Parlo has released a 3-hour video.
I can't believe the conclusion is like, guys, there's a 3-hour video on.
Responding to everyone. In terms of Internet Adjacent, it's okay. In terms of Parlo himself, it's pretty sloppy. Framing certain DMs, having a double standard, scolding everyone.
You can see if you look through his glasses the demon that's looking back at him.
For not taking the big sparkly Cinderella seriously when that was a totally useless detail, not even worth including in your document. I'm sure this was really important for the video, but the part about his relationship with Avalon or the fact it wasn't disclosed? Nah, not there, not even mentioned. He also apologizes for the GoFundMe, but clarifies that he didn't say he was broke and still bought the items, which also now includes an iPhone. Essentially, Parlo made a GoFundMe for food and bills that he could already afford.
I mean, this is like subhuman behavior. I'm not mad this guy's channel is gone.
It's a roundabout way of doing a scam, but it is a scam. Or at least it would have been successful if he didn't get called out on it.
Yeah, he's like, ah, this is gonna be career damning. I'll give the money back, guys.
I correctly pointed this out in the video premiere chat, and Parlo banned me, then accused me of being paid by Internet Adjacent to be some devil's advocate.
Dude, Internet Adjacent couldn't pay for his flight. He can't buy fucking Toastify. Shut up.
So that was fun. During this video premiere, Parlo made a shotgun blast of allegations against the Roblox YouTubers Ruben Sim and Shilep and their associates. Then after the video premiere, he immediately hopped on Himbleton's stream again, got pressed on these new allegations, and admitted he had no proof of what happened.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, these people are just like mental midgets. They don't belong online.
And he also admitted that he continued to have a
like, it's just a total waste of these people. Like, it's a total waste of bandwidth.
Relationship with Avalon after the Airbnb stuff, and to this day, he remains.
I've seen AI slop with more personality than these creators.
Under Avalon's contract, and the two are still working together. There's also this clip from him talking about his response.
I'm just gonna lie. There'll be a few lies in the video. One,
what the fuck? Dude, how do we have this?
That I'm sorry to Arham, because Arham is a hypocrite and he's...
Wait, why the fuck do we have video evidence? This guy, he's in fucking 8K.
Made the exact same...
Saying, I'm going to lie?
A few lies in the video. One, that I'm sorry to Arham, because Arham is a hypocrite and he's made the exact same jokes. 2, being that I don't own the channel, and 3, being that I'm extremely sorry for the document, even though the document...
This is like 50 Cent having Diddy's documentary footage. Bro, 50 Cent is an actual badass.
Talked about me being and somehow people just don't care about that.
If you want my honest answer on what really happened at the Airbnb, I can only say... I don't know. Both sides have lied in different ways. One...
Yeah, it's just like, at this point, I don't really care. I don't really care, dude. You guys are just constantly like... fucking made up a bunch of shit. It's impossible to tell. The two unreliable narrators had an awkward sexual encounter, which bordered on something that could have been even more significant. But we'll never know, and I don't care.
By exaggeration.
Oh, yeah, arbitrary, Get rich or die trying. In this one, it was get dick or die trying.
And the other by omission. I guess whatever happened there doesn't really matter now. It won't change how much of a freak Internet Adjacent has been. It won't change how Parlo tried to scam his audience, or the numerous other things he's been exposed for. That's kind of why I just find this whole situation funny. These are meticulous liars who, in the middle of their serious accusations, included the most embarrassing information on God's green earth to destroy each other, only to have their attempts completely overshadowed by their absurdity. Constantly firing, always trying to have the last laugh, parading around their ego when they're up, only to get comically exposed a day later. Some people might say this is a cautionary tale of MAD, mutually assured destruction.
No, it's a cautionary tale on associating with furries on the internet. I'm kidding. It's a cautionary tale on associating with small... No, actually, I'm kidding again. It just purge Parlo and all of his friends out of your community, okay? It's... Gabby Hanna is accusing Adam McIntyre of being her abuser? Oh, no. Oh god, Gabby, you didn't do this for years. Why are we doing this now? What is happening? I think it's unfair to say that I haven't left room for grace growth. Years I've been harassed and slandered by Adam, and I forgive him. I want him to... Dude, oh my god, just turn off the computer. Turn off the computer, Gabby. Turn off the computer. Holy shit, dude. Why are we doing this? Who's Gabby? Gabby Hanna. Gabby Hanna's fighting with Adam McIntyre now. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Anyway, guys, go check out Toastify's video. We dipped out around like the 40-minute mark, and we hop back in for the conclusion. This is fucking awesome. Internet drama YouTubers talking about a purple adult toy versus true crime YouTubers talking about a serial killer who brutally murdered 9 people. Dude, again, my hot take on true crime is like an escalation of the little murder porn meme that everybody makes. It's like, dude, all these commentary YouTubers quit making drama to go transition into true crime, and they're like, guys, the toxicity is killing me. I'm gonna go talk about these raped and murdered children whose bodies were never found. That's what I really need to do. I think to an extent, true crime YouTubers are like diving in to capitalize off of absolutely heinous shit, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Unless you have like an ego on your shoulders and you're acting like you're better than everybody else who covers like daily drama. That's my true crime take. I feel like you have to acknowledge that you're also kind of making murder slop. And if you're cool with that, that's totally fine. But I get some of them have like a chip on their shoulder. They act like they're better than like trending commentary drama channels. They're just not. Chibi Reviews posts a picture of Hitler consoling him and tells everybody that this is actually annihilating all the guys are just getting destroyed right now. Despite how this is supposed to make me look like human filth, a racist, and use this slander, I would like to point out that someone dedicated time to draw this art of me. Get your haters like the dude. This is actually, dude. I'm sorry. Chibi Reviews is such a corny, fucking pathetic loser. He'll just constantly make these fucking posts where it's like, all my haters told me to kill myself and it made me stronger. Dude, this is like some weapons grade cope. They drew me crying and being consoled by Hitler. These are the real fans that you want, dude. This is what you want in your audience. Antunes. Oh, so I saw like the first 3 seconds of this clip, and obviously I have an entire take on it. But let me actually watch it before I say anything crazy. What happened is Valkyrie's brother died.
I didn't stream yesterday. My brother passed away yesterday. And I had like my meetings, and my mom called me and she was like, yeah, Mark died. And I was like, oh.
I think that 2 things are happening here. One, I think that people are too open talking about their family on stream. I think that's something that people should do less of. And I'll leave the second one until we get a bit more information.
Shit. And so, he had a really bad alcohol problem, and he passed away, from, alcohol. So sad. Yeah, so that was that.
Bro, how old was her brother to die from alcohol?
That was yesterday.
That would take a lot of alcohol.
I just felt really bad because I had like a lot of resentment towards him. We did not have a relationship. I was like kind of angry yesterday because he just like didn't treat my mom with respect. He did not like my mom. And then my mom was like crying on the phone yesterday to me, and then she
comes off looking like a total asshole here. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she just does come off like a total asshole.
Was like,
she does.
should forgive him.
I was gonna sweep, but she kind of,
like, well, yeah, I guess I have to because he's dead. Like, wow.
Oh yeah, I get it. No, I get it.
I don't know. This freaking sucks. Like, I don't know. I was like angry.
Let me just say, there are some people who aren't as close with their family as you may be. You know, maybe there are family members who are huge assholes, who treat everybody horrifically, who have like certain issues that they refuse to get help on. They're like burdens to the entire group. And you don't have to like those people. You don't have to like them. You don't even have to tell other people that you like them. I don't know, but the way that she's talking about her mom crying for her dead son is kind of fucked. Like, that's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked.
Angry.
These are things that you can feel, and maybe in like a family environment you can almost even discuss, but it's something that you just cannot bring to a live public audience saying, yeah, dude, my brother's dead and I'm just fucking, I'm mad that people want me to care about it.
Best commentator of the year.
She was like,
Who
no,
TF starts a conversation like that? I
Yeah.
just sat down.
This is one of those, maybe in isolation, people know somebody who's had this type of issue and they kind of understand on a human-to-human level, but to talk about it brazenly and open with your chat, it just sounds psychotic.
she's like, it's okay, just forgive him.
This shit should be private.
I'm like, fine, I forgive him, but what the fuck? Like, I shouldn't have to forgive him just because he died.
But Nick, did he say free Palestine before he went? That motherfucker! No.
I was like, okay, no, that's fine. And so I was just having a weird day yesterday, and I was like, like, you know, we never.
You don't have to care, just have some sympathy. Like, the thing is, I don't even think you need to have sympathy. But you're allowed to just keep that to yourself, right? You're not walking into the family funeral being like, God, I fucking hated that guy. But now, don't lie to me. Some of you might be thinking that. This is some shit that you are allowed to feel, but when you say it out loud, you sound like an asshole.
Never had a relationship. I feel like he never allowed us to have a relationship. After my dad passed away, he never tried talking to my sister and I again. So it's like, Why? Like, okay, yeah, great, you passed away. Fine. Like, I don't know. I feel bad for his kids because his kids are actually nice.
Oh my god, he's got fucking kids, dude. Alright, no, it's just... Alright, this is... Dude, this is bad. No, fuck, dude, I'm sorry, this is bad. No, I fucking did not know that was there, bro. Dude, you're talking about somebody's dad. You're talking about your fucking nieces and nephew's father. This is stupid.
I don't know. I feel bad for his kids because
no, you sound like a psycho, dude.
his kids are actually nice to us.
Oh, actually nice to us. What's happening here?
But it's like, damn.
Clearly, this is Hassan's fault. Maybe. Dude, when I'm in the middle of the segment, I forgot that she was fucking dating Hassan.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Really? Right in front of my Bo Blacks plushie?
Thank you.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night,
So,
and after watching
for
Nick's
all
stream,
those
I'm
in the
kinda
chat
fucking
who
black-pilled
feel
on this
like
shit.
Valkyrie's acting kind of like an asshole here, luckily Mizkif was here to ring him in.
Like, okay, yeah, great, you passed away. Fine. Like, I don't know.
I need the beacon of morality, Mizkif, to get in on this.
I feel bad for his kids because his kids are actually nice to us.
Dude, here's the fucking shitty thing with Mizkif. Mizkif sucks, right? All my comments, every time I talk about Mizkif, they're like, but it's fucking Mizkif. Mizkif sucks, man. It's like, yeah, Mizkif sucks. But you know who else sucks? Streamers. It's not hard to be a degenerate freak and go on a generational run exposing freaks. Because that's what Twitch is. It's just a group of, like, parasocial assholes. So it actually is not difficult for him to go and just start sniping at everybody, because everybody sucks.
But it's like, damn. I was like, dude, was he younger than you? No,
Listen, I am a very big believer in that
Oh
you do
no.
not
Is he gonna say the same shit that I just said?
need to love just because.
Oh no, dude. I should have pre-watched this.
If you had a bad, maybe let's say abusive or some kind of
Bro, this is literally the same fucking speech I just gave.
horrible relationship with somebody that was in your family, you do not need to love them. Just because you're blood does not mean you need to love them. But I will say this about Ray. The fact that she just said that he has kids.
No!
They're probably online. The fact that they probably know who she is. And the fact that she's talking about this publicly about their father's death.
Dude, this is ridiculous. I need to pre-watch this.
And it's basically
this is like dude, he's right. He's dead on.
Saying she doesn't really care is really gross. I don't.
Dude, I thought that people were fucking okay. I was totally off on this, but yeah, I mean that's the take.
Care that she's like, I get it if you are not really close with your brother. I totally get that. But you got to think of the family here and the kids, and even your mom, because it's still her son. That even if they weren't close or any of that stuff, you're a public figure live talking about their father.
Yeah, I actually really do want to give a round of applause to my chat right now. Mizkif is telling the truth about something, despite the fact that the majority of you hate him, and not one person has talked about plushies. I am fucking proud of you. I am proud of you. He's dead on. Oh.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5.
Yeah, he's dead on, yeah.
And how he's dead from being an alcoholic, and you're throwing out your family's trauma out there. I think that's very wrong. You know, I think that's very, very wrong.
I was like angry. I was like, that's cool. Great. Like, you're just gonna go die and not like talk to me?
So this even, now with the additional context, it makes it sound way worse too. Because it's like, oh, what an asshole. He died without fucking resolving his shit with me. Oh, and by the way, he has kids. Like, you sound like a self-centered asshole. Who fucking cares about his relationship with you? What about his relationship with his children? Like, why are you so self-centered? Why would you say any of this stuff out loud?
Me first? Is that crazy? I don't know, dude. That was wild. Anyways, so yeah.
You're supposed to fucking handle your shit with Valkyrie. Never mind the fact that he leaves his kids without
Nicholas
a dad.
DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
Yeah. Weird day yesterday.
Maybe the brother wasn't the problem. If he died from alcohol poisoning in his 30s, he probably was the problem. I mean, she sucks.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5,
Babe.
my man.
What?
Again, maybe the brother's older too, but I'm assuming they're similarly aged. That might not be correct.
What? It's just a bad idea to talk about this stuff. It's completely wrong to talk about this shit. If she knows that the daughter exists, if the daughter knows that Ray...
She said alcohol, not alcohol poisoning. He could have been sick or going through a violent withdrawal or something or anything in between. Yeah, actually, I'll even add on to that. It could have been drunk driving. Potentially could be drunk driving. There's a variety of things that are alcohol related.
...exist. Talking about this publicly, I don't care what age that daughter is, it's only going to hurt her. Her father died of alcoholism. And if you think she's a sweet girl... it's just gonna hurt the family. It's just gonna bring up problems in the family.
It's not even the family, it's your family. I would even expand on what Ms. Kiff is saying. This is your nieces and nephews.
Also to her mom.
Like, you're an aunt.
Right? I know Ray's close with her mom. You don't want your mom to feel that. It's still her son, no matter what. It's still her son. And her son died. And you're just like, yeah, it's whatever. Well, he was not my favorite. He was my...
Dude, Valkyrie called up her mom and said, hey, you want me to bring anything? Yeah, I guess we kind of do need some food after the service. Would you like some sun-dyed tomatoes? Would you like me to make a tray of sun-dyed tomatoes? And she wasn't having it, you know? She wasn't having the joke.
It's just too much for, I think, the family. It brings a lot of trauma into it.
Damn, not even an apology?
Jesus, this is an extendo version of the clip, right?
You couldn't
Family Guy reference? You fucking know it, dude.
apologize before you had to die?
Yeah, no, this is... Ooh.
Like, do I go
I know what to do. I'm going to go live and talk about this.
to the funeral?
Do I have to go to the funeral? Oh my god. Yeah, you need to wear the fucking headphones with the cat ears when you go.
What's with people, like, really not caring to go to funerals? Am I Italian?
No, she's psycho posting.
Or something? Maybe it's the...
The more I hear from Valkyrie, the worse I think. Dude, you could just see the stock meter dropping through this segment. Bro, in the beginning of this stream, I was ready to defend, dude. I had the brooms out. I was ready to go. Dude, the stocks are plummeting. This is disastrous.
Italian to me? Yeah, I used to go to funerals all the time. You just go. You go, you say goodbye.
This feels like we're spying on a therapy session. Who's Ms. Kiff or Ms. Kiff is sitting here. I love the dynamic that he has. Because Ms. Kiff has to sit there perpetually in a state of purgatory, watching all the other psychotic assholes who are still like financially relevant. Okay?
I just saw
he is literally cursed, knowing that he's probably as bad as every one of these other people, but they just get to get away with it. They haven't fucked up enough. So he just has to sit there and go, that's a psychopath, that's a psychopath, that's a psychopath, and nobody cares.
In 10 minutes, whatever the fuck, you put on a fucking coat, and you, how you doing, how's everyone doing, you meet your family, and then you leave. It's condolences. Am I, like, what is with this thing where it's like, Ludwig was like, dude, I won't go to anyone's funeral. Funerals are not something where you take like a week off. You go in there for like 20 minutes and you say condolences and you fucking leave. You drop a fucking thing in the thing, you show some money.
Bro, just send like an edible arrangement, dude. It's not that big a deal. Oh my god. All right, this is my non-drama related entry of the day. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most pathetic things I have ever seen. There are people who say that playing poker is not a sport, and those people have been proven wrong today.
See what Justin's going to do with it. He's just going to limp in and call here on the button.
Dude, big moment here. This is actually a live look at Ethan Klein during his poker tournament.
3. I should have started with about 3.2.
I'm literally leaving this here, by the way. You know what's going to happen, but you will not believe that it happened.
He's probably wondering, wow, Justin hasn't limped in yet. Is he trying to trap me with a big hand? And he's going to find out because he is going to raise it. Going to make it $575,000 to go.
Big money in this pot, guys. Big money.
Paid off here a little bit. He's got a pretty decent hand pair.
Dude, Ethan, I'm all in.
Look at this. You know, if you've ever seen Phil Ivey play poker, he's got those eyes. That
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Thank you.
All the time.
Come on.
Oh, he's getting crazy.
Very cool.
Matisau's advice, he's gone all in. So again, another race situation. Just a moment ago, we saw Alec Corelli get eliminated with the 2 overcards.
That's all right. I got it.
So big fucking moment here. You got to hit the celly like it's a hockey game.
We've got the same exact scenario this time. Justin Smith has the 2 overcards.
The flop.
Yeah, flop comes ace 7-3. So far, so good for the Brazilian. Right now, he just got to dodge a king or a jack. Well, a queen comes off. This gives Justin 4 more outs. A 10 would now give him an ace-high straight in the victory.
Dude, I don't know anything about poker, bro. This is like if I'm watching chess, dude.
So Justin Smith must catch a king.
Pairs the board. Can he escape?
Oh, it's a 10.
Oh!
Heck, double ups by Justin Smith, drawn out both times, Vince, to stay alive.
So he jumps off to the side to celebrate his big victory and go high five everybody.
Double ups by Justin Smith, drawn out both times, Vince.
Oh, what the fuck?
To stay alive.
He seems to be...
And look how excited he is. His fans, his friends.
Wait a minute, Vince. Something's wrong out there.
We'll operate it on it tomorrow with the million.
Something's very wrong. He's doubled over. He's really in pain.
Yeah, it snapped.
What? This is no bluff, let me tell you.
Poker injury.
Dude, this guy, yeah, dude, then some fucking asshole runs up to him and goes, guys, I told you it's a sport. I told you we're really a sport.
This is no bluff, let me tell you.
Poker injury. I told you this is an injury sport. They say that poker's not a sport, but this is like...
Well, this is pretty serious. People are rushing to Justin's side.
I'm really hoping...
So, you know the crazy thing that I did research this one a bit, unlike the clip of the drama that I'm supposed to care about. He finished 3rd. He actually played through his injury, and then people were bitching like, "Oh, dude, I pulled my fucking muscle before. It's not that big of a deal." I've never torn an ACL. My understanding is it is just constant searing pain. It is just ow. It's not one of those things that if you like move it in a certain way, you shimmy it, it feels a little better. It is constant ow. And he just sat there in excruciating pain, finished the tournament, and ended up in 3rd. So yeah, that was a interesting. Dude, I'm able to play it. I'm gonna play it out. Yeah, dude.
Okay. I'm able to play. I'll play it out.
Tournament officials have stopped the clock. We're gonna find out what's going on, and we'll be right back right after this.
That's so fucking insane. Dude, that is actually one of the most embarrassing things ever. And speaking of one of the most embarrassing things ever, do you guys want to see a virtue signal? Oh, I had to include this when I saw it, dude. It's not going to go in any segment, but maybe you'll find it on the 3rd channel. We need some music, dude. We need some music for this one, boys. Holy shit. Where was the song that I like this one. This is a good one. An OG Nick DeOrio video track. Where the fuck is it? Oh, dude, my drive is taking forever, bro. Any second. Dude, I hate her so much. Everyone hates her. She's actually insufferable. Oh, I know where it is. I don't gotta wait on that shit. What do we have here? It is this one. Perfect. Got it. Ready? I picked up Ready Player One because I've been into sci-fi books lately. But around page, I don't know, 40, I opened it and I saw the F-slur. There were homophobic remarks in this book, and it just made me really uncomfortable. I was uncomfy. This has happened a few times where a book is like really well recommended or well regarded, and I'll be reading it and damn, the hard R. Dude, I'm sorry. It's just so fucking pathetic, bro. Dude, you guys are absolutely fucking snowflakes. Holy shit! I gotta put down the book, guys. There's a mean word in here. Don't read Stephen King's It, bro. Not the heckin' racism, dude. Dude, this is. You know what this reads like? This actually does read like the fucking Linus Tech Tips one. It's like, dude, I was watching Family Guy and the American Dad Show, and I noticed unregulated use of the hard R. Remember that clip? That's just, dude, this is that, but like unironic. This is real. Yeah. Super uncomfy, ooh, small bean language. Hey, chat, wait, there was somebody in here who corrected me. What is the word for plushies that she used? I didn't clock it, all right, because I'm not a fucking... at no point in my life was I ever a 15-year-old girl, so I didn't know that people use those. Stuffies. Is stuffies a term that is used by, like, young people for plushies? I've never heard that phrase before, and people were like, yeah, this is like a kiddie term. What is that? No, yes, no, not really. So you're telling adults call these things stuffies? Is that normal? I used to say that. Yeah, I was told it's like baby language. Is it a cultural is it regional? It could be regional. Yeah, I've never heard stuffies as a way to as a thing there. But I don't know where she's from. It's kind of babyish. Why? Okay, I think there's something wrong with these Streamlabs. Oh, fuck! I know what's wrong with the Streamlabs. I had those disabled last night, too. They're back up now. So I think this should play again.
DeOrio, Commentator of the Year.
There we go. Thank you. I'm going to read the last three because they didn't go through. Well, they didn't pop up on the screen. Swarm in the Fab said, place, quick. Someone mentioned Gaza. I wouldn't be surprised if there was the Twitch files where all the heinous actions were recorded on Discord.
Nicholas, the GOAT.
Thank you from Gwemin. And Benjamin 2000.
With a BDL and DDLG freaks online.
Benjamin, my dad tore his ACL and PCL in both knees like 20 years ago. It was the worst pain he ever had. Jesus Christ. Even compared to when he broke his arm in 7 pieces 20 years before that, hang gliding. Not something you can just walk off. Bro, is there anybody else in the chat who just hasn't broken a bone so far? You gotta add the so far in there. Is there anybody else here who's never broken a bone? I feel like there are people who are more susceptible to doing that. Because it's just never happened to me. I played sports. Bro, I've watched some gruesome fucking injuries.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
Dude, a buddy of
It's a
mine...
homeschool thing. She's retarded.
When we played college D4 beer league roller hockey, a buddy of mine, this was the most preventable injury ever. We told the ref that the fucking floor was wet in the corner. We told them exactly where it was. All they needed to do was get paper towels. And they didn't. Like, we were playing in a weekend tournament, so everybody was using the rink. They didn't have time. They didn't want to fix the issue. But we told them the corner on the right side of the rink is wet. Because I guess somebody spilled water or something when they were getting off. And lo and behold, I think the next play... a teammate of mine was going literally up the right wing. He dumped the puck in, went around the boards, fucking hits the water. This is roller, so not ice. So this is like significant. Slips and crashes his fucking knee right into the boards, and he's out for the whole season. I mean, that was the one. It was the most preventable injury I've ever seen. Totally sucked. Rampage Jackson has an accident while lighting his fireplace.
What the fuck, kid?
Nicholas!
Oh, shit!
I appreciate that.
Haha, some people have baby bones. Point and laugh, point and laugh.
Yeah, they need some milk.
Holy shit! I just got fucking singed, bro!
Can I say
Look
something?
at my
to you,
hair,
Nick?
bro!
I really like you.
Why?
What the Kiddo burned his... Oh my god, Kiddo burned his hair.
Dude, his fucking eyebrows are gone, bro.
No, bro, that was...
Reminds me of the fucking clip of Goku where he's just standing there. He's like, Dad! No, son, I'm trying to teach you something. He's like, your hair's on fire. Yeah.
Fucking gnarly. Almost Michael Jackson himself. I just got Michael Jack. You get that on film? You got it on film? Holy shit.
Replay it? Yeah, I'll give you one more.
What the fuck, kid? You gonna...
Holy shit, dude. That's nuts. Up next, Dean the Great. His roof fell off while he was driving. As one does.
What the fuck is that noise?
That's... If you hear the term, what's that noise, you're By the way, also, streamer driving. Take a shot.
Oh!
Yeah, dude, I've never... Who here has had this happen to them?
Oh!
And it's gone.
Oh.
Bro, this guy's having a bad... That's not good. Why is the screen not on? Hello? F? Can you still see the screen? Oh, the screen is back. Yay! Oh. Hey, Billy Mitchell. Yo, congratulations on selling out the felted hot sauce from the Rickies.
Nah, bruh. Oh my gosh, bro. Nah.
That's fucking funny. We know that at this point the L's are just taking him. He must have done something awful to the universe and they're trying to write it. L after L after L. Because I think he got slapped, punched, and now his fucking car roof flew off as soon as he bought it. 3 times his top gets... True! Bitch probably did this on purpose. This guy's such a loser. I wish he would fade into obscurity. So I don't remember. Does anybody remember? And again, I'm not trying to drudge up anything or be a bit of an asshole.
Stoic.
Here. Hebrews. But I remember Keem took a bunch of shit for platforming a story from somebody who came out against him. Does anybody remember what happened with that? I just remember like there was some Dean the Great discourse like 4 years ago. But I don't remember how it was resolved, and I don't think there's any like long-form commentary video essays that have gone over it. That's literally the only reason I know him is because he got accused, and then... No, I know him for 2 reasons. Wasn't he demanding more money for Happy Punch, and he didn't have the numbers to get it? And that. Bitch probably did this on purpose, yeah. Bro, what forces are acting upon this guy currently? So this guy is leaning into the lolcow stuff now, huh? He hired attractive women to give him an alleged therapy session on a live, during which he constantly turns down childish advances and he does a backflip, landing on the couch neck down, and then starts to whine like a baby, all while wearing a neck brace. He is a lolcow. That's fun. Oh, alright. I don't have a lot of wholesome clips to share with you, but this kid, this new Twitch streamer, is getting excited because he got... Dude, honestly, iDubbbz, watch this, learn something, alright? This kid gets 2 subscribers and he's stoked because now he can afford to buy 8 Jamaican beef patties.
1v1, if you win, I gift, bet. No, wait. Wait, are you being for real? Yo, chat, a gifted sub in Canadian dollars, and yes, I'm Canadian, I'm from Toronto. If you have a problem with it, bunny. It's $8, bro. I could sure use $8, bro. You know how much beef patties I could buy with that? I could buy 4 at the convenience store near me, chat.
The funniest shit here is that, like, this happens all the time, and people don't usually pay out, like, these bounties and stuff. So this could have gone, like, a completely different way, where this kid just destroys him in fucking Rocket League, and the guy doesn't pay up, but he does.
He actually gifted!
Dalton Wood 14 has gifted 1 subs to viewers.
He actually gifted! He actually gifted! Yo, this guy's a G!
So, after this happens, obviously, the next thing to do was gift him 470 subscribers. Dude, this is just a good story, man. It's just fucking wholesome.
I'm not playing another... Oh my god!
Otto Winto has become too
My god! Oh my gosh! Yo, why, man?
This is badass, bro.
Oh my... Wait!
Do the fucking emote.
What?
Twitch has gifted a sub to Thefani Lot.
Wait, how much did he gift? Wait!
Wait, Twitch, the actual company? Guys, this is probably the first W in the history of actual Twitch, the company. This earned him $400 or 200 Jamaican beef patties. The real math is how many beef patties per hour he's now averaging. Why is Twitch in there gifting him subs and then bans him? Maybe they just decided to be nice before enforcing the minimum age policy. Wait, what? Bro! Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. So they banned him? Wait, whoa. Look, I get it, I understand. Alright, you can do one or the other. You can gift as the company, or you can ban him. You can't do both, bro. That's crazy. Dude, what the fuck? Yes, I understand. They should be enforcing the minimum age policy, but I thought that I assumed he was of age because Twitch was giving him money. It's dude, somebody's getting fired, bro. That is an optics nightmare to give him fucking money and then ban him. That's so... Does he still get the money if you get banned? Account is gone for me. So where does the money go? Does he get... Do they take the Jamaican beef patties? Wait, did they steal his Jamaican beef patties, dude? No, I assume this guy is gonna get paid. Funny story, actually. This is the only time that it really makes sense to talk about. You guys remember my issue that I had with Starforge? So Starforge sent me like a fucking nasty gram telling me, hey, listen, you're like within a month of me having my new code that it was fucking scraped and put on some stupid code website. And they had to like shut my account down and refund all of the computers after a thorough investigation. And then I'd have to reapply to rejoin the program. So I told them to go fuck themselves because I probably sold like something like 30 fucking computers with them. Whatever. Okay, no problem. But lo and behold, a little check cleared a couple of days ago and ended up in my account. And I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? And all of a sudden, there's my $700. So I guess the sales were legit because they were threatening to cancel all of the orders of all of the computer, or they didn't really give a fuck and they just wanted their sales, which probably could be the case. Maybe that's the reason. But Starforge fucking paid me. So, thanks. I'm still not promoting your computers anymore, despite the fact that I use one and I like it a lot. Okay. Repsion is back. It's been a while. I don't know what he's been up to these days, but I've seen him in the chat a couple of times. Onision filed an emergency motion to get a restraining order, a relief alongside attempting to get the lawsuit against him for sex trafficking dropped. Chat, is this thing still going? What is happening? Why? Oh, someone asked me, why is it a problem if it got scraped? It's not your fault. I don't know. Okay, I thought it was my job to go, hey guys, use code DeOrio, all right? But apparently there's this cool glitch that you can do where if you go and upload somebody you don't like's code to a website, they just fire them.
I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
I'm sorry that Chad Logic is being an illogical chode to you. Sounds like you've been a good friend to him. I'm sorry you've been stabbed in the back. Nick
Thanks.
Fleeting face, honeybee folded hands, light skin tone heart.
So that's the issue with, like, I guess affiliate links, is that if these companies are all enforcing it the way that Starforge is, people who don't like you can just start wielding war against your sponsors that way, which is fucking crazy. I think it's because, I mean, I don't want to reapply for them because now that I've told you how to do it, somebody's just going to go put mine on like a coupon website and they're going to fucking kill my code again. I don't know why there is no fucking internal system, despite the fact they're moving payment processors and back-end stuff, why I can't just change my code. Why do they have to disable my entire account and fucking refund my purchase, like the purchases of my subscribers? Why can't they just change my code? I would be okay with that. If they assigned a monthly code or something that auto updates on the back end, that would be awesome. But as it stands right now, if somebody wants to get into a fight with me, they could just find out what my new Starforge code is and get them to drop me for fun. You know? Alright, anyways, guys, Onision filed an emergency motion to get a restraining order.
Hi there! It's been a while since I've uploaded a pre-recorded video like this, but
it's been a while since I've watched one.
I had to because we have an update, all right? We have a significant, big onion update, okay? I wouldn't be making this if there wasn't something substantial, something to actually bring you that's news that you probably don't know about, that nobody's really talking about on YouTube. So, allow me to be the first person to...
Because I actually... Dude, it's funny because Onision used to be the EHD. Like, there were people who just hop in and their only topic was Onision for like 2 years before people finally just were like, I don't care. That's it. TV show, Chris Hansen, it's over. No more.
To give it to
But now nobody covers him at all.
you. Okay, for those of you who are living under a rock, the last year and a half, almost 2 years, Onision is in a big lawsuit. He's being taken to court for sex trafficking. I'm not exactly...
The case is scheduled for 3/7/20... Fuck off. There's no way it's 2039, bro. That has to be.
Exaggerating. So on
Doesn't Repsion have his own crazy drama? Dude, it's been so long, I actually just don't remember. And usually I have a fairly decent memory. I have no idea.
Friday, January 16, 2026, Onision filed a request for emergency.
Do you remember when he wore a bulletproof vest backwards in court? Yes. Wavy said Onision and Hansen were the original EHD, 100%.
Relief. Now, it's also important that I mention that he's representing himself by himself. What's called pro se in court. He doesn't have a lawyer.
Dude, he should be fucking representing denims.
Everything by himself. If you've seen my last two videos where I cover this legal stuff, you would know that it is really, really disorganized and it's not formatted properly for the court. And it's just like the document that he submitted for discovery for this lawsuit that's ongoing is horrible. Like, he's just not. This is why you hire a lawyer to do stuff professionally, so a judge can actually look at what your claims are, rather than just be completely disorganized and zoomed in screenshots.
Sure, gotcha.
And just crazy crap. But January 6th...
Dude, this whole thing has been just wrapped up in garbage. I remember that when the Pierce County Police Department... there was some shit with like Sheriff Ed Troyer. That was a thing. When they got involved, though, they started doing an FBI tip line style thing to report Onision, and then a bunch of like idiot, like psychotic fans were sending like Leafy's video saying like, "Officer, you need to watch the fucking Onision rant from Leafy," and then Chris Hansen went live and said these were deemed credible by the police department, and you just scroll through there. It was insane.
16th, he filed this. What is this? Well, he was going for a protective order, but the reason that he filed this emergency relief in the courts is because something happened IRL at his house. And I swear to God, I did not do this. I wouldn't do this. I don't know who did this. Onision has accused me of things in the past, but I just want to get this off my chest.
Yeah, wasn't Repsion also getting sued by fucking... I thought he was getting sued by Onision. I remember he sued the wrong Chris Hansen, and that guy showed up to court, right?
Didn't do this. I had no influence of this. I would not tell somebody to do this either. But Onision went to check his mailbox, and in his mailbox, there was a note.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad it wasn't poop.
In his emergency relief filings,
so somebody left him a note that, dude, you know who'd really hate this note? Cruel World Happy Mind would be livid. She would just be fucking livid if she opened up the "Nice try, Onion Boy. You're still a pedo dude." This is the note, by the way. KY, 5, and then the F slur, dude. This is just like Ready Player One.
Exhibit 1, message found in defendant's mailbox, untouched on discovery and photographed immediately. Nice try, Onion Boy. You still a PDF file? KYS yourself. F slur.
So he thinks this is so Onision's like, dude, I can't believe Mr. Repsion has done this, and Mr. Repsion just got on and started laughing hysterically.
Choices and things that you published online. How have we not come full circle and recognize why this is even being said in the first place?
Check for DNA. Ooh.
I don't support people going to people's houses. Like, if you're a YouTuber, ex-YouTuber, anyone, I just don't like people showing up at people's houses. That
needs to be like a hard line for everybody.
It's very violating. But also, if I'm really being honest and I'm not fronting, I also don't give a fuck about Onision and like what people do or don't do. With the exception of like, people shouldn't take photos of his kids if he's out in public and post them on the internet. That is like, you don't do that. But when it comes to stuff like this, I don't care. I've dealt with stuff like this.
All right, we can zoom ahead here. I get it. I get it. Don't leave things in Onision's mailbox. That's pretty base, dude.
Overthinking this. While they could have done the court docket stuff, you have to pay for that stuff. It's not super easy accessible. Like, you need to know how.
Never touch the poo in real life. That's really it. If you're like thinking about doing something and you're like, oh shit, When people say that I'm touching the poo right now, you should probably just stop. Whether that is a yes or no, if you had to ask the question, I think you should stop.
How to manage and get around the court website. Like, I know how to do that stuff. A normal civilian most likely does not. It's a little complicated to figure out. However, your address where you've been living has been on the internet for several years now, before this lawsuit ever happened. So it could be very well that's how they're doing it, right? Like, I know that you want these documents of the lawsuit and your filings and all the filings happening to be private, but that's not how lawsuits work. I would know. I've done a lawsuit. You can't keep all this stuff private. It doesn't work that way. It's how the legal system works in America.
Well, you can get a protective order unless certain lawyers decide, nah!
The phrase, the phrase, onion boy, appears to reference my online name, Onision, indicating the
appears to, as if he doesn't know.
Note was directed specifically at me. No shit, Sherlock. Wow. Great deduction there.
Dude, that's crazy. I don't know about the Onision lore. Thank you! There's
a KFC in Yemen!
6 days in a row at work. 10+ hours every day. I also have a bad chest cold. Please make me
I hope you're doing
laugh,
better
funny
after.
man.
We got some funny shit tonight.
This is the official document where motion to dismiss for...
Why are they calling him Onion Boy? So the funniest thing ever back in the day was when people would take his name Onision or Greg, and they would call him Gurg, or Grungles, or Ogresion, or Obesion, or I don't Sneezion. Yeah, that was peak 2021 humor. Was just repeating different variations of his name, Onion Boy, because he smells bad. Keep in mind they're accusing him of being a pedophile. To be honest.
Severance claims and motions of sanctions. The court has considered the materials filed in support and in opposition of these motions. The record and applicable law, being fully by the court, grants in part and denies in part defendant's motion to dismiss and denies defendant's motion to sever claims, and the court denies defendant's motions to sanctions. In other words, it's basically saying, fuck you, no. This is going to, trial.
So yeah, it's going to trial. That's it. A Washington judge denied and dismissed everything, including the sanctions Onision was seeking. Oh! So yeah, it's going. This thing is happening.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter.
Thank you.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Do not poop in his mailbox. I didn't shit in his mailbox. I didn't. Fucking Shane Dawson. All right, I'm not really covering this, but it's 8 minutes long, so let's take a look at it. Remember the Just a Robot situation from a couple of months ago? Cine Bear, the person in the drama, has now made a video. I don't remember fucking anything about this, with the exception of this person was guilty. That's all I remember. I don't know how you could make a sorry for this kind of thing. I don't know how that works, but Cine Bear is trying. So let's see. Yeah,
Hello.
just a Chudbot made a video on this.
My name is CineBarrow3.
Just a Jewbot he went by after.
I know this video is probably unexpected, but I've been really unhappy with the last 2 videos I made for a long time now. I made both videos way too soon after everything happened.
Guys, just get a job. Just don't do this. Just go get a job.
My first apology video wasn't truly an apology, it was more so a reaction video to my own exposure. And the second response video was heavily puppeted by other people, and that one in particular I really despise. I'm hoping this video-
You couldn't get like the weird mouth sounds out of this one either? You couldn't go put that in the editor?
Video will serve as a better response and apology, and hopefully-
Videos you can smell.
It can make up for the previous videos I've made.
Keep in mind, this is the girl who did the sleepy time night calls with Just a Robot. And he, like, fell in love with her profile picture, which he now denies.
I met Enno through another YouTuber, the details of which are not very important. At first, I wasn't very interested in being their friend, and while they were persistent in checking in on me and trying to start conversation with me, I wasn't very receptive. It honestly should have stayed that way. However, we started talking a lot more frequently when my interest became the topic of conversation. This is a pattern of-
I feel like you just say sorry. I don't really think anyone needs much context for this, right? If you're saying that you're guilty, like I've been informed up to 30 seconds of this video that you are just trying to say sorry. Why do you need to explain yourself?
Behavior I've only
Why do you even really need to say sorry about this?
been able to recognize recently.
This is what I don't understand. Why do people need to say sorry for an act like this? Publicly. Is the audience... Like, if this person is accused of, say, grooming a child, do you have to say sorry to your chat for doing it? Or is an apology a self-serving way to hopefully have an extended career and to come back to the internet? Why would you need to make a final apology if the accusation is that you groomed somebody? There is a victim. Why wouldn't you say sorry to them?
I tended to only really interact with people who would indulge in my interests. Once we started to speak more frequently, I started sharing things with Enno that I reasonably shouldn't have.
Oh my god, you just pointed this out and I did not know. This is a 500,000 sub YouTuber. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? Okay. I didn't know that either. What the fuck?
And it quickly devolved into me sending them explicit content. To be absolutely clear.
Yeah, I thought this was a fucking nobody, dude. I thought we were doing 20k sub YouTuber intro drama.
This did not...
I might have covered this if I knew that.
...include nude pictures of myself or Enno.
What?!
I wasn't attracted to Enno in any way. I just shared a lot of explicit artwork with them and written scenarios. I will be honest, saying all of this out loud at this point in time makes me feel ill. While now I can recognize that what I've done is incredibly disgusting, at the time I didn't anticipate the kind of harm that this would do to them. It's gonna sound completely deranged, but I knew it was wrong in the sense that it was taboo.
Bro, we don't need the definitions for this, like...
And you weren't allowed to do it, but I didn't...
And you weren't allowed to do it is kind of a weird way to phrase
exactly
that.
See the harm in it. When I was a child, I developed a porn addiction.
Okay, dude, this is just... No, you see, I was told this was an apology, and this doesn't sound very good.
I was looking at a lot of pornography as a kid, and I didn't exactly see the harm that it had done to me.
Oh, God, dude. This is... Dude, why are we doing this? Dude. She's gonna have to make a final apology.
And so I didn't see the harm in showing it to a child.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my dude.
Enno had already seen bits of my graphic work before they were talking to me, and they showed interest in wanting to see more, and so I didn't see...
Dude, Nux Taku would look right deadpan in the camera and go, where are the parents? Dude, the parents needed to save this person from me.
The issue. I shouldn't have been talking to Enno at all. I'm now a lot more aware of what this kind of stuff can do to a developing mind.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I can't. Sorry, you lost. You lost. I have nothing good to say about you. That is insane. That is a fucking crazy thing that you just did. That's... Yeah, dude, no chance. No chance. Not fucking happening.
Nicholas, the goat. I appreciate
the dead inside voice makes it even creepier. Yeah. Yep, I agree with that part. Yep. Did she say she developed empathy? Dude, she developed empathy after fucking grooming a this is... Nah, dude. Nah. Sorry.
Nicholas!